wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It's Monday, and it means it's time for some Randy Orton.
Hi,
and
everybody.
Some Bro Riddle.
They were giving a recap, no way, of what had happened between Randy Orton and Riddle for the last couple of months, which is funny that they were doing a recap on their hilarious. Anyways, it is Monday. How did everybody's weekend go? Everybody have a good weekend?
Did anybody watch Rampage? Did they like Rampage? Rampage was fantastic. I thought Rampage was off the hook. 3 matches that went by in about 10 seconds. I was like, wait, this is the main event already?
Right?
Christian Cage won the championship. Little recap there.
Yeah.
On the Gab.
Woo. Anyways, we have Aaron in the chat. We've got Sophie. We have Ravi with us. We also have Roberto and Alita.
Woo!
Let's see. Sophie's like, hey, what do you guys think of the ratings that AEW Rampage got this past Friday?
I thought they were pretty low, but what can you expect when you come on at 10 o'clock on a Friday? So Fridays...
Eastern time.
Now, I don't know how things are nowadays. I haven't been in the dating scene for a while, but dating scene rules. This is the rules, right? You don't go out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is date night. Saturday is friend night. You always would go on dates on Fridays.
Oh, yeah?
And then you would go out with friends on Saturdays. You never went out with girls on Saturdays.
Ah.
Now, granted, things have changed probably over the years, but I would assume there's still some sort of guidelines for this stuff.
Is there like guidelines, or is it just like background rules?
It's just the way to get it done. If you want to score, if you want to do it right, Friday is the girls' night that she has free. Saturday, she's with her friends.
All right. Sophie's like, there are fans out there thinking that once Daniel Bryan and CM Punk debut on AEW television, that AEW Dynamite will get to 2 million viewers. Do you see that happening?
Not with those two, no. I don't think Daniel Bryan can bring 15 more people to Dynamite, but I do see CM Punk bringing quite a bit more. And the reason I say that is because Raw and SmackDown hasn't dropped since Daniel left. They're the exact same.
Yeah.
But if CM Punk were to debut on WWE TV, their viewing would go up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is going to happen with AEW. And there might be a couple more people that show up to watch Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan isn't the long-term fix for any company.
Right. He's a 14-time world champion.
I definitely see the ratings going up. They could even hit, 1.5 would be realistic with CM Punk. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Staring at me, that's creepy.
You're staring at ya.
In case you guys didn't know it, that is Randy Orton.
He's the Viper. That's what he is. Robbie's like, what's up? Not much. And Sophie says, let's see how late they're going to be tonight. Oh, a minute. Life happens. Roberto's like, happy Raw Monday. I had a good day. Alita said, hey. Robbie's like, Sophie, Dophie, not so late. Sophie's like, about a couple minutes. Robbie's like, I fell asleep for Rampage. Well, it's in the middle of the frickin' morning for you.
Why does mine keep going out and coming back in?
I don't know what's wrong with your stuff.
Does it about every 30 seconds. See?
Huh. I don't know.
Can you guys see us and hear us at home? Is yours going out? It looks like it says words, but I think
it kind of is a little. It is kind of like refreshing a little bit. I'm not sure what that's about.
That says it's green, right?
Ravi says lagging, and Aaron says it's kind of lagging.
Yeah, I think it is not us, though. I think it is the internet. Because this is all fine.
I don't think it's our internet, though. I think it might be YouTube.
Sometimes
sometimes stuff like this happens, and it's YouTube, not us.
Anything exciting?
No, it just says the stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended bit rate, whatever that means.
Fantastical.
So I'm not sure.
It'll clean itself up. It's not us. It is the internet.
Yeah. Anyways.
The
Robbie.
old interweb.
Yeah. Robbie said that he fell asleep for Rampage, which doesn't surprise me any. Sophie says the AEW Rampage got 750,000 viewers. Alita says it has changed a little, the dating game.
How has it changed? Let me know the rules.
Robbie says, so D. Travis is going to take you out on Fridays as it's date night. No, remember, we're here on Friday nights, so I don't ever get date nights.
Seriously, what is the new game? Alita, I need the new rules.
And it's like, is there any way where I can send you guys donations yet? You can do super chat.
It's right there. Hit the dollar sign.
There should be a dollar sign in your chat.
Cha-ching, it's right there on the right.
Alita says, CM Punk says he's not going to anyone. Aaron says, yeah, Punk is a better fit for AEW. Aaron says, Cena gonna win at SummerSlam. Mark my words. Oh, he didn't put it back there, so I have no idea. Aaron's like, I won't be here for Saturday. I'm seeing SummerSlam in a movie theater. Cool. Rise like 3 a.m. Rampage, not the one. Aaron's like, it's so laggy. Alita's like, yes. Sophie's like, Rampage ratings from last week beat NXT ratings last week. And Ravi says, don't blame YouTube. Why? Alita says it lags when a lot of people are on it. Okay, so most of the time that we've ever had this problem, it is YouTube. It's never our stuff. Like our
Just make sure you fast forward it, guys. Because I just noticed on mine that after it lagged, it paused each time. So now I'm fast forwarding it back up.
Right.
About 4 seconds behind. If you catch up.
Right. So it's like it changed because they add DVR numbers to it now. Oh yeah, they actually know how many people DVR'd it and watched it from then?
Or are they guessing that said amount are watching it afterwards? Because that seems a very weird thing that people could tell if they were DVRing it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can DVR something and not watch it. Ever.
So are they like... So does that mean that they're, spying on everything you do through your little systems?
I've DVR'd every Impact, and I have never watched one of them. RK, no.
How come RK, no, he says. AJ says. Lady says Thursday is ladies' night. Date night is either day or of the weekend, including Sunday.
Right, yeah. Thursday was always ladies' night. Right? I'm pretty sure every club in this area it was like free drinks or cheaper drinks for women on Thursdays.
Right. And she's saying date night is either day of the weekend, including Sunday.
Right, but don't girls like to go out with their girls? And so they have a
So that's ladies' night on Thursday.
So they sit home both Friday and Saturday?
They have dates with dudes that they, met at the club the week before. I don't know. I don't go to clubs. I didn't even
clubs,
really
it's
date.
Dating.
Robbie says, D, where are you taking Travis for date night on Friday? Here on our couch.
Right here.
Right here. We're staying right fucking here on the couch.
Basically for like 3 hours this Friday. Because I think we're going to see if Punk's coming out.
Yeah, we might do Rampage this Friday.
Because if CM Punk shows up, it's kind of a big deal. Sorry, I'm going crazy, guys. I'm swinging at the stars. I sure fly right here.
He sees bugs. Alita's like, if no date, you go with your friends. There you go. So it doesn't matter anymore.
And the friends just don't care, huh? They're
it's just
like,
a goddamn free-for-all.
See, in my day, if a girl left her friends and went on a date with a guy, they would get chewed out. It was kind of a big deal.
So it says, people are making the big deal that CM Punk might show up on AEW Rampage this week. Even AEW was making a big deal.
Yes. If you watched Rampage last Friday, you saw that Darby Allin hinted at it hardcore about being the best wrestler in the world. That little girl
says, oh, he threw his hat out there. Gross.
He should have.
It probably has cooties.
Good out, cooties.
It's got cooties. Just how many hats did... He's like, all right, I'm going to buy me a couple hats.
He doesn't buy them. They give them to him.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're his hat. His merch. Or like go through
Randy
this out in
Orton
the
looks like somebody beat him upside the head with a brick. What the hell happened to his face?
Looking like Reginald Denny.
It's all like,
you know who Reginald Denny is?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like all
It's funnier
scratched up and shit. Like, Randy, no means no, sir. No means no.
A lot of people at home probably don't know who Reginald Denny is. And that joke would be completely inappropriate in the modern era. But
what joke?
I said it. He looked like Reginald. He said he got hit upside the head with a brick. And I said like Reginald Denny.
I don't know who he is, so it doesn't help me. What happened to his face?
He was a truck driver during the LA riots.
Oh, that guy.
And he got pulled out of his truck and hit with a brick.
Ah,
and then they are all dancing around and celebrating.
That's right. They're like, we don't like you. Brace wars. Oh, let's see. Robbie says, "Do you well excited for Rampage? LOL, haha." There is. There's a spider web. I can see it. It's coming from the ceiling down to the computer.
Is it a Black Widow?
I don't know. It's just one line of a spider web. That's funny.
Timmy.
That's the kind that when you don't see it until you walk into it with your face.
And you're like...
and then you're like, what's on my face? And you're freaking out because it's on your face. Robbie says, is Square on tonight?
Yes. Can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, that's it.
What I'm looking forward to is this Friday. Is Bianca and Sasha going to be on? Because they had both of their matches pulled over the weekend. They had some indie shows that they were going to do. Or what, not indie shows, whatever they're called, house shows.
Oh, yeah?
And they pulled them off. So, meaning they could have a COVID thing, they could have an injury.
Oh, great.
Or they could just be keeping them out of action. So, the rumor is, all over the Rumosphere, is that match isn't going to happen at SummerSlam. But there's no proof that it's not going to happen, and they haven't advertised that it's not going to happen. So we're waiting for an announcement. Will they announce it on Friday, or will they announce it tonight?
Huh, really? Weird.
Or will it just happen and we won't have to worry about it? I'm sure they're going to... This is the go-home show. So we're going to see all the matches tonight. They're going to show us everything. So any match that's going to happen at the pay-per-view, we're going to see...
The bug flew at my face.
I thought I was going crazy. It's right here.
He flew at my face! He flew at my face! Let's see. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin. Saying, all right, Travis, who do you got tonight? Geriatric Old Man Orton or Omaha? Oh, hi, Talitha. Hey.
I would say Omaha.
Robbie's like, didn't Randy get burnt? Yeah, he's all healed from that, though. This is different.
He had it all grafted
This looks like he, had his face scraped on the asphalt or something.
Maybe
Sophie
he took
says,
a spill on the scooter.
Maybe. Sophie says, don't worry, AEW Rampage might expand to 2 hours if their ratings keeps getting better, like how the WWE did Raw when it was a 1 hour show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be right away, so.
Their ratings aren't getting better.
And
their
if they
ratings
did
were
that
700, and they started the show out with a championship match with a title change, and their ratings were at 7.5. So. And I don't mean 7,500,000. I mean 75, whatever, 750,000.
750,000. 750K. Sophie says it will be just a beat and switch if Daniel Bryan shows up on this Friday Rampage instead of CM Punk. And P. Cola's in the chat. Hey, P. Cola says, I want to say all the bad things about Monday Night Raw, but here I am hanging out with the ex I can't seem to escape.
Yeah, well, it's getting better. It's becoming a better and better program, so it's okay.
Vindicator says, eradicate the spider, Duluth, before it lays eggs. It's fine. It's a spider. I don't even know if there is a spider. I just know there's a web. Or, not really a web, just a string of spider web.
So Riddle
it's in my line of vision.
Left behind, but it looks like the Viper keeps looking back. He's like Sarah.
Oh, is he leaving?
He left twice, but he keeps looking back.
Oh.
So I said he looks like Sarah.
He's not gonna
Lot's wife. Do you know the story of Sarah, Lot's wife?
Yeah, she turned into a pillar of salt. Nobody cares about the stupid bitch. Walid is in the chat. Hey, Walid says, hello, everyone. It's my last day of vacation. I'll be back in the U.S. tomorrow.
Sounds
legit.
Ooh,
how exciting.
Woo!
One more vacay for you. Back to the old grind. And Piccolo says so many times I've walked into spider webs like that, right? Like, all the time. Well, my fun part is that you've actually been in the room earlier during the day, and then you go into that room again, and all of a sudden there's a spider web in your face. You're like, what the fuck? Seriously? Like, how did you get in here that fast?
Itsy bitsy spider.
You're freaky spiders. Yes, Robbie says one less boring match. Sophie says Joe the Best did the New Japan pay-per-view last night. Awesome for Joe.
I heard about that.
Good.
I seen that on there. How did that go?
Sophie says, did you hear that Sasha versus Bianca might not happen this weekend because they were pulled from this past weekend's house show? Travis just said that.
I literally just went over that. But yes, thanks for sharing that news with us.
Bobby says the only match I'm interested in is the Boss versus EST, which might not even happen now.
May not happen.
So he's like, Charlotte Flair was backstage at the AAA pay-per-view.
Yeah, with her husband, or whatever he is, and her dad. Imagine that.
Andrade and her daddy.
Obviously wasn't going to show up on TV because that would be a breach of contract. But she can hang out with her loved ones.
Yes, she can.
She'll probably be backstage at a lot of AEW shows. Building a little bit of a relationship.
Alita says, so no one saw the interview last night? What interview?
What kind of interview?
What's the interview about?
The movie interview is pretty funny.
Ravi says Raw needs less talking and more backstage fights.
Right? Like the old video games when you could set up like booby traps and stuff and jack them from behind.
Sophie says, I saw the Bobby Lashley Broken Skull sessions yesterday. It is good. Maybe that's what Alita's talking about. Sophie says Ric Flair could show up at any wrestling promotion now.
Absolutely can.
He can do whatever he wants. He's an old man.
And he owns his own name, which is even cooler. He is the nature boy. He's the man. Now that lawsuit can go forward. The man.
Ouch. James Howell's in the chat. Hey, James. Alita says, I can't find Joe's channel. It's Joe the Best.
Yeah, D-A.
D-E. Isn't it? D-E?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's D-E. It's Joe D-E Best Together. Space Wrestling. Space
oh, shit.
TV.
Red landed right on his back. AJ's hurt. We're going to have to go to a commercial after some high
Ew, commercials.
Like there's no batteries in him. How does he work? Demonic possession. Chucky's very dangerous.
Let's see. Robbie says, if that match ain't on, then no point me watching Scummer's Scam. That's funny. Lita says, CM Punk is going to what company? I have no idea.
We have no idea.
I don't think he even knows if he's even going to one. Sophie says
might have signed a contract.
The SummerSlam build feels like how they built to Mania this past April. Stupid and nothing.
Nonchalant. Actually, I feel like a couple of the storylines are going pretty good. I mean, what do you guys want? I want to see how you guys would bill one of these fights. Do some fantasy billing in here.
Yeah, Sophie says this might be the final week with both Adam Cole and Pete Dunne in the WWE. Possibly.
Could be.
You never know. They might just decide to not be wrestlers anymore. Move on with their lives. Do something else.
Bugs Bunny there was in a full-out poncho.
Yeah, he's dumb.
On the beach.
Yeah, nobody said he was a smart person. And Alita says, thanks, Daphne, which is me, and you're welcome. I just figured it was easier just to put it in there than you could find it better. Alita says, Chucky is a product of a haunted doll. Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's a doll that was, what would you say? Possessed by a serial killer soul. He was being,
chased.
No. Was he being chased?
Yeah, he ran into a department store.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was being chased by the cops and he was shot and he was dying and his soul escaped and then went into the doll. It's been a while since I've seen it. There's a fly! And I'm sick of it already. Stupid fly.
That's why I asked you what's in here.
Because
light on my face!
Because your face stinks.
It must.
And it really likes you. Just kidding, I don't know.
It's like, because flies like shit. You're a shit, Trevor. Never denied that. Now it's proof. What you reading?
Nothing.
Cool. Nothing better than reading nothing. Showtime. $5 a month for 3 months on Dish Network. I guess I'm going to be rolling out commercials.
You're going to roll out some commercials?
You know, I learned a lot about grass over the last month, but you want to hear the coolest thing that I've learned about grass? If any of you guys have lawns, if you water your lawn all the time, then your roots will grow up because that's where they get their water, and they get it all the time. So they go thick and high. The problem is if you don't water for a few days, your grass dies.
Right.
Because there's no water. So what you're supposed to do is water deep. So water like torrential, right? Almost flood irrigate. So it goes like 6 or 7 inches deep, the water. Then don't water for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Then the grass will stress, and then it'll actually look for water. It'll go down to find it, and it'll actually find it. And then the top can be dry from the sun and the heat.
Right.
But it doesn't matter because the roots are down in the water.
Nice.
And then you just make sure that you train it to do that. And in the summer, in the hot heat, 90 plus, you can still water twice a week. Because of evaporation.
Take notes, kids. Take notes.
Look at this. 1, 2, and...
Little's like, Chucky's a part of a haunted doll. And she's like, not the original movie. I'm talking about for real. Okay, there's no such thing as a haunted Chucky. You're talking about Annabelle. Annabelle is for real a supposed haunted doll. It's a whatchamacallit doll.
My neighbor's house has hundreds of them. They're all haunted.
A original Raggedy Ann doll. Supposedly. But Chucky was just a made-up thing, never, that I know of, was based off of anything real. Sophie says, remember the old days when they started to build up the next pay-per-view the night after the previous pay-per-view? Whatever happens to that.
Yeah,
whatever happened to that.
And that's the truth.
Who knows? They're like so lazy anymore. They're like, well, we'll just pretend that there's a storyline here and throw it together real quick. Leah's like, not the original movie. Sophie says, didn't Chucky appear for one of these wrestling promotions like in the 90s? I thought Chucky appeared for WCW or ECW.
That would not surprise me. I have no idea. I don't remember, but that's pretty funny.
It's a possibility, right? Vindicator says, a fantasy match. Who wins between Joe DeBest versus Travis? Just kidding, LOL. But who wins between Reigns versus Lashley? Champ versus champ match.
Roman. Better storyline. And we might see it. Maybe that'll happen at the Rumble. Not the Royal Rumble. What is that called? The Survivor Series. I have a feeling they won't pull that off.
Right. Great. Gage Mitchell's in the chat. Hey, hello. Gage says, I hope SummerSlam is amazing. Right. Me too. Oh, is he going to be able to get to the corner? So did Randy really leave
figure out a day. Anyways, I'm on the air, so I'm going to have to call you back.
Oh, we got into the ropes.
Right.
Nice. Oh, he was in there for a long time.
Significant amount of time.
Significant. So much
That's at
time.
least more than 3 seconds.
Gage Mitchell says, I hope the SummerSlam is amazing, and welcome, Gage. And I don't see why it shouldn't be. It's a pay-per-view, right? Alita says, not Annabelle, not made up. It was just bought this month.
A Chucky doll?
Okay.
That's cool. I like possessed dolls. My neighbor has a whole bunch of them.
Piccolo says, yes, we water the lawn like 3 times a week at 5 in the morning. Sophie's like, I don't watch scary movies. And as the WWE proved, the build-up to a pay-per-view is bad, but they pull off a great pay-per-view at the end of the pay-per-view. Yeah, because most of the time it's just matches. It's no story involved with most of them.
The twin brothers that lived with their parents. You heard this story? It's a scary story.
Is it scary?
A little creepy. His twin brothers lived with their parents. Their parents were out of town. One of the brothers came home around midnight. Look at this Styles Clash!
Is he gonna get it?
Yep.
Oh, without stepping on his hairballs?
Count to 100 here. Wasting a lot of time, but still. 1, 2, and 3. You know, Riddle gets pinned quite a bit.
He does.
I thought Riddle was a little bit better than this.
Well, he supposedly was, right? He was a champion and shit. And I was like, he's the
AJ Styles with the dub. Flat out beat him like you're supposed to. I does change my predictions a little bit on Randy and Omos, though, because if Randy and Omos lose that one, that's 2 losses. They usually don't go that route.
That is 2 losses.
Anyways, 2 brothers, twins, live with parents. Parents are out of town. Brother comes home around midnight or say, just walks in, locks the door behind him like he always does. And it's dark. His brother's sleeping. And he's laying in bed, and his brother wakes up and says, "Oh, I need some water." And he's like, "Fuck, fine, I'll go get you some water." So he goes and gets a glass of water, gives his brother some water, drinks it up, whatever, he goes to bed. Wakes up the next day, and somebody's knocking on the door. So he goes and answers the door. It's his brother. And he's like, "Why are you outside? And how'd you lock the door?" He's like, "I stayed the night at my girlfriend's house last night." So he goes in the bedroom, and the bed had been slept in, and there was an empty glass of water. But nobody's there. Anyway.
That's funny.
Creepy stuff. Charlotte wearing a bandana or something. I don't know what she's wearing. It reminds me of those things that people wear over their face that's see-through.
A veil?
Sure. Yeah, she wore a veil.
All over her body. Rob says, DA said on Joe's channel I wasn't going to watch SummerSlam if Sasha EST wasn't on, and I would not bother with Roman match, and that blew Joe's and some of the chants' minds.
Well, I'm sure they love the Roman over there.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says the WWE announced live events for the rest of the year. Nice.
Good deal.
Alita says Sophie is a boring date because they don't like scary movies. Alita's like, the Mendez brothers? Nope, just some random brothers.
The Mendez.
Sophie says John Cena confirmed that he is going to stay past SummerSlam. And Piccolo says Sophie is a human fact check machine. Robbie says Travis sounds like he should produce a horror movie. And Sophie says they are going to have a New Year's Eve episode of SmackDown in one of the places that they had their house shows this past weekend. Yeah, almost and nothing. This is getting old and boring.
It is.
Vindicator says it's dumb. They already have Omaha out there and then has to come back out for a match. Clueless booking by management. It's fine. They got to throw all this garbage in between. Vindicator, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be starring Square or Rhea or whomever. I don't know who we're supposed to be seeing.
But we will see Square.
I'm sure the Square will come out. But anyways, it's Nikki, almost a superhero, and Rhea Ripley. Pickle says, I have had friends call me over the week absolutely disgusted about the Kabul takeover by insurgents.
Oh, tell me about it. I have friends that are just sick.
Fucking pathetic.
It's just the sad part is all the people that are being tortured. Like, right now there's just torture, and you can watch it on the internet live if you want to.
Yep.
Because they're filling up soccer stadiums.
Yeah, with all the people that are against them.
And then they're filling them up with their soldiers so they can watch the executions, and they're doing executions and like different ways of torture. If any woman has went to school, dead. If the kid went to school, mom and kid dies. So any of them that tried to put their daughters through school.
But it's funny, the people who are all against it are
people
against
voted
war.
For it.
They voted for it, and now it's happening. So now
it.
You can reap the consequences of this, of what's happening to innocent people. You want to talk about fucking innocent people? There's your innocent people.
Right. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. but watch wrestling.
Ravi says Joe talks so fast like he's drank a gallon of Red Bull. He's very energetic.
He has a lot of fun.
Sophie says, I like comedies and cartoons.
Me too.
I like those too, along with other genres. I like a lot of different types of movies. Probably the ones I don't like are like romantic, weird, girly movies, though. I hate those. Ravi's like, Nikki is wasted in her new gimmick.
Nikki Ash. Yeah, she's getting old. I hate to say it, but that's kind of like worn out.
Yeah. Sophie says at least they are pushing Nikki instead of what she has been doing before this gimmick. And that's fine and all, but the whole almost a superhero thing, even though now she's a champion, kind of makes it kind of just lame. Like, here's your participation trophy. That's what it reminds me of.
She's going to lose it. But who's going to win it?
Right.
Would be my question.
Ravi's like, new American comedies ain't that funny. It's because it's all PC, bud. Jamal McGee says almost a superhero, right? Sophie's like, who would have thought that COVID would split everyone more apart?
I would have guessed that. Anytime that they try to take away freedoms, you're going to see separation. And so people are going to fight it both ways, right? Like, yes, you should have your rights taken away so I can feel safe. Or, no, you should never touch my rights, no matter how you feel. And that's where we're at.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that's the bottom line of the argument. It's a macrocosm of fear. If they can keep people scared, they can keep people under control.
Yep.
And they're going to keep doing it, and you can see it, right? Now we have a Delta variant. What's next? Fauci's already talked about, if we don't hurry and get it under control, there's going to be another one, which means there's going to be another one.
Yeah, they'll make it up.
Because people are easier to control when they're scared.
Yep.
If you get somebody scared, they're going to do whatever you say. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because they don't want to take responsibility for how they feel. And people that are scared are just easier to manipulate, easier to control.
Yeah.
And so why would they ever get rid of it? Even if they could get rid of it, it makes no sense for them to get rid of it. It's a moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't understand how they can close down businesses. That's the part. Like, don't those people have to eat?
Don't people have to,
like a
make
buddy
stuff?
of mine went to a concert this last weekend, and the opening band didn't open because they were worried about COVID in Montana, right? And so Guns N' Roses still performed, but the opening band did not. But don't they have to eat?
I would hope that
maybe they
I would hope that your
from
ticket
before?
money didn't go towards them to pay for them to be there. Like that they basically are effed out of their contract.
Who was the gold medalist there that they just showed? Sorry, I was talking, so I didn't get to see who that gold medalist was.
I don't know. Anybody know who the gold medalist was that they just showed a second ago? Because then they went on to show, other stuff. Let's see. Pickle is like, I'm sorry to bring it up, but yeah, my army friends served and some never came back, and it's not fair.
It's tough.
It's disgusting. It is fucking disgusting to me.
But people voted for it, and this is what we get, and it's over. That's all we can say.
Reap your consequences, peeps.
If you vote for this, then you get this.
Yep. Vindicator says, yeah, so the childish and cartoonish part of WWE gets its time in the mid-card spotlight. Probably a good time to visit the concession stands. How do you give up? Robbie's like, it's a shame she won't be champ for long, right? Sophie says, I also like dramas. Robbie's like, Nikki does have a decent bod still. Vindicator says, originally Nikki Cross and Killian Dane would have been fun to see as United States and Women's Champion as a couple.
Right? Yeah, they got rid of him pretty quick.
Yeah. Pico says, Robbie, I'd like to hear what your fave comedies are. And Robbie says, please, no more lockdown, right? Grant T says, Wrestling Gab, my birthday is tomorrow. Is it?
Wow.
Well, happy early birthday. I hope that you're going to do something fun for yourself. Luna's in the chat. Hey, Luna. Pico is like, what? You went to see Guns N' Roses? No, a friend of his went to see Guns N' Roses.
But my buddy did. He got so close. When he first got there, the usher's like, "Where are you at?" And he's like, 105, and they're like, "That's way up there." He's like, "Why don't you take these? These are
earplugs,
closer seats."
Oh, closer.
So
seats?
he gave him 4 tickets.
Even closer?
Way closer.
Holy shit!
And so he's like, "Holy crap!" So he's like, "I should just go up where I was gonna sit, or not up where he's gonna sit, but in the back and the nosebleeds, and sell those for like $100 a piece. People might love to move closer." Right. Anyway, so now he's got these like badass floor seats. And then they have a pit that's in front.
The mosh pit.
It's not a mosh pit. It's just called a pit.
It's the mosh pit.
It's for people to stand up.
It's for mosh pitting.
Anyways, he went up to the lady and he's like, "Hey, can I trade this ticket to go in there?" And she's like, "Who sent you?" And he's like, "I think you know who sent me." And she's like, "All right, well, don't tell anybody. How many tickets do you need?" He's like, "Just the one." And so he got front standing row to Guns N' Roses, and he's got videos of it and stuff.
That's awesome.
And then
yeah, you know who sent what?
You know who sent me. He's
making shit up out of his butt.
Mental health professional. He can work that shit, right? So, anyways,
I think you know who sent me.
Oh, here comes Square.
Run away, Vindicator! Run away!
Coming out. She's looking fantastic.
Is she?
I can't tell.
No.
Maybe,
no.
Maybe not. Never mind.
No.
I take that back.
Ew. Oh my. Oh my god. What the fuck is she wearing? Jesus fucking Christ. You want to talk about a freaking weird ass camel toe happening?
What are you looking at?
It's fucking. Where do you think I'm looking?
I have no idea. Nothing. I don't know.
Camel toe central. Anyways, Alita's like, "Happy birthday, Grant." Sophie's like, "The WWE put a mask mandate on their wrestlers today." And Vindicator says, "Message retracted." Robbie says, "Old school comedies like Jim Carrey and John Candy films ain't bad, but I watch a lot of British films and sitcoms." Gothlesia says, "Wow, an NBA star at a WWE Raw show. Now that is something you don't see every day." Oh, is that what it was? A NBA superstar, huh? Ah, lame. Nothing worth looking at then.
I have no idea who it was.
Pickle is like, "Cool, yeah, I wanted to hear a few British recommendations to watch." Yeah, Ravi, spit him out. Or he's like, do you like Rhea's hairstyle? Actually,
I was just going to mention something about it. She shaved the sides of her hair.
Again?
No, she shaved the sides of her hair. Like, bald. I've never seen her like this before. She got like a high top fade. Look at the power of Rhea Ripley picking her up on her back like she ain't no thing.
No, I hate it. I hate it already. Ugh.
You're up. Bulldog!
Vindicator's like, "Back in 30, guys." And Ravi's like, "Square looks like she's from the 70s and in her 60s.
Oh, shit.
Alita's like making barf faces, and it's like, I know, right? I don't know what, but her outfit is fucking hideous.
Oh, shit!
Like, I wouldn't put that on. I don't even know if you could put that on somebody and make it look good.
Did you see that cross body?
It looks like she took off her face. Pickle's like, "I do enjoy the slapstick stuff, but sometimes I enjoy the teen comedy stuff." Sophie says, "I wonder when this Raw script was first written and how long did it take for Vince to rip the script and rewrite the whole show like he has done many times in the past."
That's his forte. You know, as of right now, this show isn't moving along like the other shows do that we've had so far. Kind of disappointed in this.
Oh my god! It's supposed to be like 8 o'clock already and it's not. Pickle is like, "Let's not forget she's a Flair, and no, I don't find her attractive at all."
Not like that.
What? And Alita's like, "I agree, Piccola."
Out there shopping Kenny Omega. The best in the world.
Sophie says, "I don't watch any sports but the WWE."
Who doesn't?
Sophie doesn't. Sophie is only dedicated to the wrestling sport.
So no sports at all then.
No sports.
This is entertainment. They're obviously athletes, but it's not
they have to be to do some of the shit they do.
It's sports entertainment.
It's like a reality show.
Of course it is.
With people.
Most reality shows are people.
I don't think so. I think most of them are just made up robots.
Like this guy, this fucking dog. They look the same.
Isn't that what they say? That you start looking like your dog?
So I just get handsomer and handsomer because I look like Naxo.
Just because you look like somebody else doesn't mean you eat off the floor or yell at the vacuum. Whatever. He looks like the type of person that would yell at vacuums. Completely. Probably gets all freaked out when he gets in the shower and it, like, he has to take a bath, too.
All right, guys. I'm going to ask you a question. So, neighbor, I take care of their hedges. I'm in neighbor's yard because I have to do the hedge. It's a square hedge. So I'm in the neighbor's yard. I'm doing the hedge. That neighbor comes out, gets in their car and goes to leave, stops, and then rolls their window down and wants to talk to me. So I pull my headphones out because I couldn't hear what they were saying. And they said, and I quote, "Do you know Mark?" And I said, "Yes." "Are you doing that for Mark?" And I said, "I'm doing it for Ronna Beloy." Anyways, then she says, and I quote, "This is my house and that scared me," and then drove off. So, let me ask, because there's more people here. Because in my opinion, what you do if you were startled or weirded out and you didn't know who the person was, you would go meet them. You would say, "Hey, my name is Right Said Fred, and I would like to know your name, blah, 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 blah. Where are you from? Where do you live? Blah, blah, blah." So there's no more chance of fear.
Right.
Then, the next time it happens, you can live life. Am I wrong? Is that not how you do it? Do you not introduce yourself so you don't have to be scared of said person anymore? Or do you get in your car and drive away so the next time that it happens, which it will, because I have to do the hedges in September, you're not in that same situation? Don't you try to get ahead of the situation? Anyways, feel free to answer my question in there if you guys want to. And you're welcome to also. All right, look at the vertical suplex.
Well, okay, so my thing of it is that, one, the person's in the yard doing yard work. I would probably be like
30 to 40 feet away from the house, by the way.
"Oh, hey, yeah, you startled me. I didn't see you there. Do you," and I'd say, "Hey, do you know whatever?" One, I wouldn't call it, "This is my house." I'd be like, "Oh, I'm a renter here. I didn't know we had somebody come do the bushes. My name's blah, blah, blah. What's yours?" "Oh, I'm this and that." And, and it'd be a conversation. Well, where do you live? Because you wouldn't see a car. So you'd be like, "Well, where do you live?" "Oh, I just live just across the street down the road, Like, I mean, come on now. "Oh, yeah," and then Travis would be like saying, "Well, I know your roommate so-and-so because her dog, blah, 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 has come over and hung out with my German Shepherd, blah, blah, blah,"
Right.
But that's being a normal human.
Right.
And most people anymore...
Don't do that because they might say a different answer, so don't judge.
Normal.
Don't push your normal onto them. I want to hear what they say. Because there might be people out there that have a different thing that they would have done or said.
Anyways, Sophie says, "Is there any classic movie or show that you have seen before but want to binge watch again?"
Always.
And Alita says, "The Twilight Zone." Whereas like Piccola for sitcoms, try Peep Show, The Young Ones, Bottom Only Fools and Horses, In-Betweeners, Men Behaving Badly, Harry, Infilled, and Chums, the comic strip presents, to name a few. Commas are our friends. Commas are our friends.
I don't know that one either.
Because they all are. It's all just one show.
Look at that. DDT.
Sophie says, "Sometimes the writers rewrite the show when the show goes on the air. Sometimes they rewrite it right in the middle of a match." Seen it happen. Princess Twilight was like, "Who mentioned my name?" Like, "Oh, wait. Never mind. Wrong Twilight." Sophie's like, "I wonder how many of the 2 million viewers SmackDown got last week were part of the 750,000 viewers for Rampage." Who knows?
All of them.
But Alita says, "Exactly. Princess Twilight's going to see us in 2 hours." Robbie's like, doing up John Cena, "You can't see me?" Maybe. Sophie's like, "Or the writers write the show while the show is still in the air." Alita says, "Or ask, how often do you do this so I will know or pay attention." Right. Know to pay attention.
I'm going to leave a note from now forward on their door so they can be aware that I'm going to be there the next day.
Sophie's like, "You are not wrong. And Piccolo says she may be in a hurry, flustered, and doesn't know how to be tactful.
Yeah, she sent her landlord a 2-page email on how she was uncomfortable and
then lied and said that Travis was peeking in her window.
No.
Whatever.
Peeking. Okay, you're taking it too.
Looking in her window.
No, just
by her window.
There's a huge difference.
That's not any different. That's implying. That's
one
her
of those
implying.
is there's smoke. The other one there's none. Look at that. The ripcord. Rhea Ripley beats the champion.
The almost a superhero. But
They're
it's
definitely pushing her
implying stuff. Implying.
By the way, I do know the owners of the house very well, and we talk.
Yes, we've known them almost since we moved in, since we bought this place.
Right, because
so almost like 7 years.
Their son lived there for years, and
so, and the fact that we had permission to go over there and keep doing it, and he was only over there once a month for maybe an hour, 45 minutes,
45
if that.
minutes per month in that yard. And I stay on the side. And not only this, guys, but I have hedge clippers and a step stool. You know, the ones that have the 3-level step stools? Who brings hedge clippers and step stools and then actually does the work when they're there to peep in windows and...
Right.
Seriously. I mean, somebody wants to peep in my window and do my hedge work.
All right, sweet.
I'll walk around in my boxers for him. I don't care.
So I guess Nikki took on disliking to Charlotte's outfit also,
right,
and started beating her. Charlotte hasn't been able to get her shoes off, by the way. She's still in her heels, which is terrifying if she gets hurt while she's in them.
Embarrass Charlotte, why these two go after her. It shows you the allegiance, right? So right. Charlotte is going to be the huge underdog.
Right. Even though Rhea Ripley beat... And so Rhea's makeup smeared on her face. And it smeared underneath her cheekbone. So it makes her look even more Jokerish like. It's just weird. See it?
Uh-huh. I like Square's hair.
I like her hair the way it's done. Does look nice. More natural than it really has. Robin's like, D, but you ain't a normal human being. Probably not. I'm probably a robot, too. Fleur de Lis is au revoir, Twilight. Robbie says, I can tell D ain't interested in this match. Real one fraud. Lita's like, just don't pay no attention.
Yeah, that's what they told me anyways. The landlord told me, just don't worry about it.
Robbie's like, Square got mashed up, haha. Alita's like, where was they during lockdown?
Who knows?
Right? They're probably in a coffin in a closet somewhere. Sophie says, does it still feel weird to see fans back? No, it actually has gotten to a point where it's just normal. Like, it took not any time at all for it to be normal.
I think it'll feel real weird when they go back to lockdown if they do that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to the point where they'll lose fans.
Yeah, lots more fans than they did the first time around. Sophie's like, did you see the report about the WWE is punishing Triple H and NXT for losing the war to AEW?
I had heard a rumor, but there's absolutely no proof. But I heard Simon from What Culture talk about it, that it's the only possible explanation, what they're doing to NXT. But I don't know if that's true, or if that's just Simon's opinion.
Right. Robbie says Nikki getting done dirty. She ain't coming out of that match with the title. Russell McIntyre's got the angry face and a knife in our chat. Alita says we will. And Sophie says Drew versus Jinder. I don't see that feud ending this Saturday since it just started. And Sunil Mahal.
I hope it doesn't.
Mahal is in the chat saying, I will have my revenge. Yes, revenge!
So this is a handicap match. So both of...
Vindicator, you can come back. Miss Square is gone.
It's going to be a 2-on-1 match here.
This one?
Mm-hmm. It's for the sword versus the ability for the other two to be at ringside.
Ah. Okay. Robbie says, what culture sucks? They love themselves too much. Well,
love yourself, guys. It's okay.
It's okay to love yourself. But it's not okay to always think that you're right.
What was that show you were watching
wrong.
yesterday that was about that? That guy's hilarious. He stole
Wanderlust?
Yeah, he stole the deed.
He burned it.
He stole it and then burned it, and then he's like, I love you guys. I just love me more. And how dare you... How dare your selfishness get in the way of me? Or whatever. It was like, oh, this is great.
This is classic. Classic actions of humans.
He sold the house for $11,000.
He sold it for $11,000 so he could buy a place
condo
in Florida.
Good luck.
Florida on the beach. Probably not even the condo, just, to down payment it, I guess. Aaliyah's like, Vindicator. And Sophie's like, I wonder how long it will be before the WWE goes back to the Thunderdome. I don't know. I'm not going to really worry about it. I'm just going to, when it happens, it happens. Why don't we just enjoy the now instead of worrying about the future, Sophie?
Yeah, that's tough. We don't want that to happen. Don't put that energy out there.
Yeah, we want them to just continue on. Let's just go with what they're doing now and not even worry about it.
The score will be settled at TakeOver.
Oh, that's right. That's on Sunday, huh?
It is.
I'm glad we're not doing it.
Looks pretty good, though. Why is this guy whispering in my ear? Thank you, that's better. It's so annoying. It almost hurts.
Robbie's like, do you win getting a new background for the channel? Never, because you keep asking about it. I'm not going to ever do it.
Don't. It's fine. You can talk all you want.
Pickle is like, that mom in the crowd looks at Drew like he's a snack. That's not surprising. Women are gross.
She wants to eat him up.
She's like, I want to lick you up and down like a lollipop. Sophie's like, Gender 2 new heavies are much better than the guys he had last time.
Right, the Sing Bros. Let me lick you up and down. Till you say stop. Let me play with your body, baby. Make you real hot.
So Vindicator has another name. His other name is Real. No way. Now I know your secret.
Real?
He's real.
Like
he made a boo-boo. Robbie's like, yeah, D, don't put that energy. I'm not putting any energy out there. You talk to Sophie. You guys like Sophie's information so much. Sometimes the negativity is too much for me, guys.
Oh, whatever.
Sometimes it is. It's very trying. That's why I can't be positive.
You can't be positive because of other people's
other people's negativity.
You let other people...
Especially Vindicator and his negativity. It's constant barragement upon my positivity shields. Anyways, Vindicator's like, Alita! Robbie says, D, just rude. Is it, though? Is it? Let's see. Sophie says, all wrestling companies are keeping their eyes on COVID before deciding what to do next. WWE Reuploads is in the chat, says, yo, what up, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We 41 days away from Christmas?
Oh, talking about Christmas. So Hobby Lobby has all their Christmas starting to come out. So it usually started in July. Anyways, so I looked, but they didn't have a tree. So I was looking at the trees. But what kind of theme do you want to do this year?
Weren't you going to do green or something? I can't remember. Or was it blue? I think we already did a blue one. What's your favorite tree of all time? Mine's either the Santa Claus or the blue and white one.
The blue and silver one? Or the Santa Claus?
Those are my two favorites. I wish you get all that stuff out of the attic and go through it.
Yes, we do need to do that. Maybe if it was a rainy, gross day outside. Robbie says, Travis, is that the song you sung to get D?
No.
No. Were you singing a song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What song was it? I wasn't paying attention.
I think it was by a band named Silk.
Oh.
And it was Up and Down.
Oh, that sounds stupid. Alita says, making sure that you are here. Desmond's in the chat. Hey, Desmond says, how's it going?
Hey,
I missed Friday. I'm sorry. I was super busy last week. You know what, hon? Life happens sometimes. Sometimes you get busy with life and you don't go do other things, and that's okay.
What I don't understand is why they keep doing this when there's people in the ring.
I don't know. Pico says, I seen Halloween stuff out, but wow, Christmas stuff hard. Yeah, it's Hobby Lobby, though. I think Michael's does it, too. But yeah, Hobby Lobby literally has, like, almost, like, a good portion of Christmas stuff out already. They have trees and decorations, and I was like, oh, I wonder what I want to do. What do I want to do with our tree this year? Sophie says they are going back to Saudi Arabia on October 21st. Hopefully they don't have any pay-per-views before or after that. But also, Piccolo, the Halloween stuff. Yeah, they have Halloween stuff, and they already have Thanksgiving stuff out. So they have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and they have Christmas stuff at Hobby Lobby. We already have Spirit Halloween in town in a vacant building for Halloween costumes. And it's fucking August. It's August. Like, this isn't like it's, September. It's fucking August, guys.
I'm okay dressing up. What day is that? The Friday?
I don't know what
Saturday?
it is this year.
Sunday. It's that Friday we could dress up. The 29th. Wear something tight.
Ew.
That's on that show. Those kids. Project X. He's like, hey, honey, wear something tight.
Get out the old whatchamacallit. What do you call that thing?
Oh, the bustier. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh! Jinder Mahal's music. It's the best in the business. Turn your stereos up, guys.
If you can hear it over there, stupid. Robbie says, yeah, silk, LOL. In fact, Piccolo says, love it. It's called Freak Me. The
Freak
90s.
Me. That's right.
Sophie says, usually you
Freak
see
me,
Halloween
baby.
stuff now, then you see Christmas stuff out in October.
Freak me, baby.
Desmond says, I guess to not waste time for him to walk out to the ring. Possibly, maybe. And Alita says, okay, this puppy is passing me off. I tell her something, she barks over.
That's pretty funny.
That's normal. Play with them until they die of exhaustion. Vindicator says, Minnie would say I do a very admirable job of putting my negativity in a very positive light to uplift the disgruntled to feel better about themselves and strive for sensible greatness. Whatever, you're afraid of trees. Robbie's like, D wanting to beat the Rush 5 months early. If I don't do it now, I'll be doing it 1 week before Christmas.
And it just, like, ruins it. Like, if we don't get the tree set up, like, the day after Thanksgiving, it's like...
Like, he has,
then all of a sudden, it's the 14th, 15th, and I'm like, why are we putting it up?
Yeah, he's like, why are we even bothering? I hate you so much. Blah. So if it's like he used to work for CVS, and it was a nightmare. Yeah, it's crazy. Vindicator's like, ultimately, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Yes. Dubson says, this Goldberg Lashley repeats every week. Yes. That's what they do at me. That's what they do at me. Lobby. That's what they do at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, that's what they do at Hobby Lobby. Alita says, hello, the holidays are covered. Yes. Yes. Sophie says, my fave song, I guess, Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake.
I'm bringing sexy back. You know, I've actually never heard that full song.
Really?
When would I have heard it?
I don't know. I thought we played it enough times when McKenna was younger.
I play it, but I never listened to the whole thing. It's just kind of funny at the first.
Desmond says, I think they have Mardi Gras stuff out in Louisiana. Probably. And it says, oh no, I'm cool, Travis. One of the worst songs. Robbie says, now I think I leave it raw on mute, right? So if it's like Thanksgiving stuff, you don't usually see that much of it. Yeah, it's like fall Thanksgiving things.
Yeah, probably like headed table things. Like table placements.
Like, no, they have like, I mean, they call it like fall stuff too, but it's a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. Like turkeys and like place settings and all that kind of stuff for Thanksgiving, and decorations like wreaths that are like Thanksgiving-y and stuff. It was crazy. I was in there the other day and I was like, what the? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh wow, look. And
that is one holiday I've never done anything for.
We never decorated for anything.
In grade school, you'd like trace your hand and make it into a turkey or whatever.
Right. I don't remember doing anything really for holidays. Like, my mom was never the type that decorated her house. Like, her grandma was kind of like that.
My grandma would take down all of her horses and decorate, but only for Christmas. We never did it for Thanksgiving or the other one.
Halloween?
Nothing for Halloween.
Well, she started doing that in her older age, I guess, because her apartment would be like Halloween stuff. Like, you'd go over there, it'd be Halloween, and then it'd be Thanksgiving stuff, and then it would be
I want to get
Christmas
one of those
stuff.
big witches that they have at Home Depot that has the cauldron and all that. Mm-hmm. And they're like, and they're all witchy.
Oh, they yell, they like talk when you move by them?
Uh-huh. Put one of those out front. But I just don't have any room.
Vinegar's like, no, pass on the Hall of Music, Travis. I need the English translation. You can look it up. It's actually pretty cool. He talks about how he's the lion. I looked it up because I was curious.
With the dub.
Old shaky pants lost. Not surprising. Desmond's like, I don't set my Christmas stuff up till December 20th. Starlight Glimmers in the chat saying, wait, Angela? That's his sword's name?
Angela?
Ew.
Doesn't even sound Scottish.
That doesn't even sound scary. Lita's like, LOL, I did too, vacuuming up all the tinsel. Robbie says, message retracted. Lita says, worked at CVS. Robbie's message retracted. And Sophie says, I used to put stuff on the shelves at CVS. And Robbie says, don't know, I don't shop there. And Desmond says, the turkey is going to be freezer burnt by November. By November. Well, nobody says you buy the turkey.
I'm pretty sure I have one downstairs from 2 years ago.
Ew.
Might as well cook it.
Ew. Gross. Oh, he's so funny. So it was like, we usually get the turkey the day before Thanksgiving. Do you get a fresh turkey? Non-frozen? Piccolo says, well, you know the flex my mom has for Christmas. She had her husband build 3 storage sheds just for decor. Right?
Yeah, I remember seeing that last year.
That was amazing. Like, your mom is dedicated.
She can come to my house. I'm going to get on the roof this year and do the roof.
Oh, yeah? With all the lights that are ruined?
It's just a few strands that are ruined. The ones that are out are ruined. The ones that are in the tow are good.
There's a lot of them that are out. That's a lot of lights.
They just probably need to be gone through to see which ones are bad.
Right.
It's a pain. It takes hours per strand.
Mm-hmm. Just have to roll. You have to just roll them out on the lawn out there, and do it that way at night. Robbie says the goons getting cooked. Yeah. The goons.
I'm not gonna just bring the pain. I'm not gonna just mean you.
So Mahal's giving us the angry faces, and Russell McIntyre's giving knives. Vindicator says Thanksgiving will again be a verbal battleground for some families this year. That's why I love to eat as a lone wolf. Did you get him?
Dead.
Don't flick the dead body at me. That's nasty.
That little bastard deserved that too.
Oh, he did. I'm surprised you got him.
I have the reflex of cat and speed of mongoose.
No, you don't.
You didn't see that? You guys can watch that back in 1080p.
It would be, you could say that if you had caught him with chopsticks.
I don't know how to use a chopstick.
Well, maybe you should learn, and then you could possibly say that you're faster than mongooses and stuff.
Mongoose don't wear chopsticks. Love this idea of this feud. Hate the idea that it's already coming to
a head.
Yeah, already.
An ending.
And they're gonna push Drew through it.
I know.
I
it's
would
Barfo.
love for Jinder just to decimate him and
win
him fair and square.
He's a bad guy, right? Isn't he supposed to beat the crap out of him?
At least once.
But it's ridiculous. I'm getting so sick and tired of Drew McIntyre. I could puke my guts up 5 times.
What's this?
Oh, attacked her. Sophie said, Christmas is my fave holiday. Thanksgiving is my second fave holiday. Now, do you like him because of the food, or do you like him because of other stuff? Sophie says, I know during the holidays, the WWE usually tapes both Raw and SmackDown the week before.
Boom!
Holiday.
Do that, Charlotte!
Yes.
We could have a tag team match later tonight. Oh, no, she's not doing that.
Who does she have to tag with?
Anybody she chooses.
Well, that's fine.
Against Rhea
Choose
and
somebody you don't like anyways. Sophie says Halloween is my least fave holiday. Aww. Bobby says, D, you're trying to buy all your stuff by next month, so it's possible the turkey will be freezer burnt. I don't buy the food early. I'm talking about decorations for my tree. Like, I do theme trees, and so I have to, do them early, or else it's just a throw on shit and it's done kind of thing, and it looks dumb.
Just buy a whole bunch of wrestling ornaments. We'll do wrestling tree.
No. You could do a mini one.
We got a bunch in this box.
Do we need to open
this
our
box? This box has never been opened. We bought it 2 years ago. We got, the Fiend and shit in there.
We've got to open it up. Do a package opening. A reveal. Lita says, I do too, but Frozen put it on very low and let it unthaw. Interesting. So Mahal, mad face, and Desmond says, oh Lord, I want to see if y'all eat it. I bet it tastes good. That sounds like a good old turkey. The turkey also probably so dry from 2 years ago. Robbie's like, D, have you ever been called a goon? Yeah. Lita says Jinder forgot to dye his beard. Piccolo says, is this feud getting over? I just don't have energy to care. Right?
About Morrison and...
No, about Mahal and McIntyre. Sophie says, Drew went from co-main eventing pay-per-views to his feud with Jinder in a span of 7 months. Desmond says, this is just another trash feud. I'm going to stop watching WWE. I haven't watched SmackDown in 2 weeks. It's because it's been boring. SmackDown became boring Raw.
SmackDown hit a wall.
Robbie's like, Square crying to get what she wants. Robbie's like, defo food. Vinegar says, so who is more of a bastard? Flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, spiders, or dogs with high-pitched barks or squeaks?
Oh, fuck. Dogs.
Dogs with high-pitched barks or squeaks?
I cannot stand dogs barking. I don't know what it is. It bugs me.
Followed by
and maybe
mosquitoes.
It's genetic. I mean, because in reality, dogs and humans have been together for 100,000 years. So therefore, when we hear them barking, it's supposed to alert us. It's kind of hard not to hear them.
It's not so bad if they just bark, bark, and then they're done. But ours bark, 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 bark. And then they get really excited and they have these really high-pitched barks. It's really weird coming from a big dog. But it's a German Shepherd, so. And German Shepherd squeaks are not the same.
They're high-pitched and
they're just not the same as other big dogs' high squeak.
They have a lot of wind, so it pushes it through, and it's high pitched, so it can hurt you.
Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter says, hey, Travis and Lethal, I'll be here for 25 minutes. Woo! Sophie says, Travis versus The Fly, the most entertaining feud on YouTube. And Alita says, I would say roaches. And Robbie's like, D, are you into gimmicks?
I've never seen a roach.
Gimmicks? I don't think I've ever seen a roach. Not in person. I've seen them on commercials and TV, fake things. Desmond says, wait till early November. That's easier time. It's too early.
I agree.
For a turkey or a Christmas tree?
I'm going to try to set up all my lights in probably October this year.
Walter says, on Wednesday, AEW 8 p.m. I will show up. Sorry I'm late. You're fine. Desmond says, open it, Travis, on a video. We will. We plan on it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Piccolo says Halloween is
2
great.
years ago. Well, it'll be 2 years this Christmas.
We could. I mean, and we could get a little tree and then put it on the little tree.
Put it right here.
Piccolo says Halloween is great, but I can understand, Sophie, if you don't enjoy scary stuff. So it says people say that Ginger's title reigns ruined SmackDown in 17.
No. I loved it. I was very upset when AJ Styles beat him for the title.
Desmond says, what now? It's Moist TV. Yay. Ari is in the chat saying Miz was faking it. No, Miz actually did have
He had surgery.
He did have an actual injury. Veneer says Miz is an obnoxious bastard with kiddie class squirt shooters. Sophie says, I used to enjoy Halloween as a kid. And Walter's like, Sasha Banks and Belair got canceled. Only the house shows, hun. They don't know really what's going on for the actual
PPV.
SummerSlam pay-per-view stuff. Robbie says, D, if you stopped watching WWE, I don't think I would carry on watching. You wouldn't keep watching WWE?
You're the glue that holds these people together.
Only for Robbie. It's the only person. Otherwise, everybody else has their own issues. Des was like, spiders is my last, and roaches, dogs are the worst.
What are we watching right now?
Looks like a weird commercial.
No,
of
what
something.
happened?
Oh.
Is somebody at the ring? Yeah. It's
Yes.
Johnny Drip Drip.
Yeah. Moist TV's happening. Desmond has an English bulldog. Nice. Robbie says, that's SummerSlam gone for Burton for me. And Desmond says, both. Sophie says, I have a dog who has a cute howl. Nice.
That's pretty cute.
Olivia says, I gotta hear her puppy bark for a week. Now it's a bark with whining. Yes. That's about right. Desmond says, are you guys streaming SummerSlam?
Yes.
Yes. We will be doing SummerSlam this Saturday. We'll probably be doing predictions with Joe, but I don't know if these guys have figured out a time of when they want to do our
I would assume it's
prediction
just our normal
show.
time. 8 p.m. Kenyan.
You want to do it on Saturday, though?
Yeah, when else would we do it?
I don't know. Friday?
Yeah, just stay up late after Rampage.
Just do it in the morning on Friday.
So what's the point of doing it on Friday? Because SmackDown's on later that night. What if there's a twist?
Well, let's put it this way. Either way, it's not going to help us out the time frame, so it doesn't really matter when we do it, I guess.
Don't you just want to be on the internet all day tomorrow?
No, I
on
really,
Saturday?
I don't. I fucking hate it. Piccolo says, my friend has an English bulldog. She scurries on the wooden floor, and it's funny to see her try and stop. Right? And Walter's like, good Raw tonight. And Sophie says, I can't think of anything that would stop me from watching the WWE. Robbie says, how is Elias still with WWE? I don't know.
He's a rock star. He's dead now.
Desmond thinks the Elias thing is kind of cool. Sophie says this is interesting with what they are doing with Elias. And Johan Fandora is in the chat. Hey, Johan.
Thanks for hanging
Get
out
the
with
old
us.
Berg looking self out. Desmond says tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh, good. School again. Oh, yeah? Back to
Coming
school,
up
huh?
soon.
There's some people that started
The
school
Moist
back today.
TV show on Moist TV.
Oh, where's Miz TV? Are we losing Miz for
Well, he
Miz
ran
TV?
off.
Oh.
What we saw was a miracle.
Unhealthy legs.
Look at the llama in the back.
You're thirsty
Do
for
you see the
answer.
llama?
Yes. He's got the Miz on Moist TV.
Do you want a moist? Do you want a llama?
Of course I want a llama.
It's pretty cute.
Llama face! Llama face!
You could wear
Llama
it- You
face!
could wear it around the yard. Put it around you and just wear it.
I
if you're
think it's like
riding
a pool, isn't it?
It is a pool noodle thing.
Is it a pool floaty?
Oh, yeah, I thought so, but maybe it is a pool.
Maybe it is a floaty. But if it's a floaty, then it has a seat in it. It's not empty in the middle.
I feel like The Miz should still be in the wheelchair for the rest of his career.
You and all the other people in our chat that hate it. They hate him.
There is a pool in there.
Right? Alita says, still can't find the channel. Really? Johan says he's not going to win, so get his old rusty, musty, dusty, old bird looking self out. Vinegar says Elias is not very bright. Could have sold that guitar. Johan's like, boo, school suck for me. Desmond says, no, I have been back to school since last Monday. This is the best they come up with. I'm in 8th grade. Oh, wow. Where are you at, Desmond, that they started school that early already?
Starting it early.
Joan says, I don't like school. And also says, bruh, Mr. Oldberg,
what house are you in?
Man
Gryffindor?
Desmond says, I correct that. This is the best they can come up with. This is sad. Fluttergoss in the chat saying, Elias, just eat a Snickers bar and you'll be better, hopefully. Not you when you're feeling angry. Snickers satisfies. Robbie's like, do you should get one. And Alita says, he has a float and pool. Yes. And Sophie says, it must be hard for you guys to do the predictions with Joe since the pay-per-view is on Saturday.
We did it on Sunday for the last one, so it'll be fine.
Piccolo says the wheelchair gimmick had me emphasize with Miz. Now he's just another douche again. Great Clary's in the chat.
He said, well...
Greg Clary says, hi guys. Hey Greg.
Hey Greg.
John says, yeah, I'm in Louisiana. They start early. Oh, that's crazy, man. John says, I'm sad. I'm sad that school keep doing homework.
This Dame. It's Damien. Alita's favorite. She wants to lick him up and down.
Who? Alita does.
Alita.
She likes Damien.
Do you like his purple pants? They're purpley. We see. Better than must see. We see.
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Oh, is that what's going to happen? Rob is like, how long is the pay-per-view? 200 minutes.
I think it's going to be around 4 hours. But there's going to be a pre-show right around 5.
Desmond says, I hope I can graduate in 2026.
I hope you can too.
Graduate early. Go to summer school.
Let's go to summer school and then skip your second semester of your senior year.
Sophie says, it depends on how many matches for the pay-per-view. Alita says, ow-wee. Oh-wee. And Desmond says, drip, drip, Damien, where's Corey Graves? Is he not
maybe
out there
he's moving to
tonight?
SmackDown. I don't know.
Johan says, Wrestling Gavin Joda Best is the best YouTubers in here. LOL. Nah, well, thank you. Alita's like, I love purple. My favorite color.
Right.
Greg Claire says, I got blocked on Twitter, my son. Oh, no. Luna's like, oh, I graduated high school in 17. And Sophie says, Florida school started a few weeks ago. Vindicator's like, yowie, wowie. Johan says, boo, boo, school. Vindicator's like, let me in. And Robbie says, hurry up and just hit the Miz and get it over with.
I have kids.
I have
Miz
kids.
just said it.
Two. It's different. Luna says my birthday was last month and I'm 23 years old now. Oh, well,
Nice.
Happy late belated birthday. Jones says no Michael Cole and Pat McAfee is over there. Sophie says the Miz has been there for the longest time.
Yes, he has. He's been there with the company through all sorts of hard times and up times and bad times and good times. Is he going to turn on him?
He's like, what? What? What, so he can hurt him again?
Oh, he almost fell in the water. Oh, he's in! He fell in the pool.
Ouch.
He was kind of pushed.
Oh.
Llama said knock you out.
Does that have a hole in it?
Yeah.
I think it does have a hole in it, like a donut.
Yep.
It does! I need one. I need one so I can just run around
Inside a llama.
the yard in a llama.
Like a tutu.
Like a tutu. Yes. Like a tutu. Exactly like a tutu. Let's see. Sophie says it has been there for a long time. John says, Legacy Middle School suck, and today I got a fight, and not any fight, a food fight, and it was crazy as hell. Ew, gross.
That's kind of fun. Food fights.
Desmond says, these Miz and Moist TVs are the most Miz promos ever. The Indicator's like, how many drops does it take to make a drip? I don't know. Lolita's like, Priest is wearing a bit of eyeshadow.
It looks like it, doesn't it? A little bit of facial makeup.
So it's like, I guess they're setting up another Miz Morrison feud. Are they, or are they setting up...
Yes. There definitely are. He's putting
that they're going to hate each other again.
A little bit of a divide there. Is Sheamus going to show up, guys?
Yes. No. Yes. No. Robbie's like, 23 was long ago for me. And Desmond's like, since like 2004. Sophie says my birthday is in February. And Desmond says, haha, that's funny. And it's like, Miz is drip drip now. Where's the drip stick when you need it? It got knocked over.
Yeah, they all did. There was like 3 or 4 of them landed on the ground.
Yeah, and the bucket, thanks to John Morrison. He threw his shit all over the place. Then he hears like, Moist TV is the broadcasting pastime of the dipsticks.
Are you excited to see Miz back in the ring?
Yes and no.
The true face of fear. Candyman.
Say his name.
Say my name, say my name.
If you dare.
You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me Candy.
5 times.
Why the sudden change?
I thought it was only 3.
You just keep saying it.
I seriously thought it was only 3 times. Isn't the original movie only 3?
Movie. I don't know.
Why don't they change the fucking rules, man?
I don't know. Maybe they
No,
didn't.
changing
Maybe
the
always been
rules?
5.
Ugh. Sophie's like, when is your guys' birthdays?
Mine's in January.
Mine's in February. Just like yours, Sophie, in February. Robbie says, it was so funny, my side split. Roberto's like, take a breath, Miz. Or a bath. Oh, a bath. Take a bath. Yeah, take a bath. Dustin's like, what? No, that's not fun, Travis, when you have to stay in school the whole day.
In summer?
In the summertime?
Oh, trust me. It's like an hour or 2, and you get a full credit, and it's like
way easier than taking your shit during the school year.
Just think of how long a school semester, whatever, blah, 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 is. Trimester. And then you condense that.
I wish I would have known.
And you're only there for a little while.
That I could do that.
Trust me, you're out of school a year early.
Would have been so nice.
You get your English credits, and you get your
government
credits.
Piccolo says, I'm sorry, but I sure miss beach volleyball from last couple of weeks.
I apologize for
right?
that. It's understandable.
Aren't you like near a beach? Just go down to the beach. Don't girls like get in their stuff and do that? Like a crap town like San Antonio. I love it.
Here he comes.
Sheamus. Oh, jeez.
Sheamus is dressed to the nines.
Miss. He's such a weirdo. Alita's like, yes. John says Oldberg suck, rusty, musty, dusty, and Oldberg is so dusty. Alita's like, 1994 for me, 23. Yeah. I'd have to do lots of math.
O2.
Oh, Joanne message retract show. Sophie says The Miz has been with the WWE in 2005 before both Kofi and Dolph Ziggler. Joanne says, message retracted, and Sophie says, I'm 36 years old. Jasmine says, don't say it, I have to sleep tonight. Then he hears says, Travis, who wins the hypothetical between Darby versus Slapjack, who hasn't been seen since Retribution broke up, by the way.
I was going to say Darby. But Slapjack kicks his ass the whole entire match until Darby does the coffin drop. Look at that knee just went out and just collapsed on him.
Yeah.
There's Corey.
I heard him. Alita says Candyman, and Alita says yes, it was 3 times. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I was... I'd seen the movie, accent. And I'm like, they only said
Look
it 3 times.
Look at the Miz wrestling in the suit pants.
And Gucci slippers. Or Gucci slip-on shoes.
Loafers.
Desmond says, damn, you old. Don't want to be mean, Sophie. Roberto says, I mean Beth, my bad. I got it. I said it right after a second. Sorry.
Sophie was old enough to buy me beer when I was in high school.
Sophie is 36.
Oh, not Sophie.
Alita, yes. Alita could. She was, in 1994, she was 23. So, yes. She's old enough that, yes, she could have bought us beer while we were in high school. While we were in junior high, she could have bought us beer.
I don't want to age
her. Which really isn't that much of a difference. 10 years. It's really not that big of a difference. Let's see.
Oh! Morrison.
Do you leave him?
Maybe we're going to see The Miz and Morrison wrestle at SummerSlam, guys.
It is Damian Priest's fault. But he'll win, because that's what they want, so whatever.
Maybe pre-show match here. That's a quick divide and pay-per-view match.
Then here says, who wins between Young Bucks versus Alpha Academy? Oh wait, McBossman hates tag teams. Desmond says, I'm taking Algebra 1 this year. They are recommending it.
Good deal. That's a good one to
Sheamus looks like a 1994.
Algebra 1 in 8th grade is fantastic.
Ravi says, what's the point of this match?
To embarrass the Miz.
To embarrass Miz and make it seem like Damian's, like, so good.
Damian had to win in front of Sheamus, but Sheamus will probably attack him now. Damian was a big heavy guy, and he lost a bunch of weight. And so he's been really loose, but he's tightening up. He's starting to fill in with muscle, and his skin's getting tighter. So he's starting to look better and better. You see this mirror around my waist?
Me waist.
Damian's going to be the new champion, isn't he?
Alita's 49. She's only 7 years older than us. See, that's nothing. Like Travis's sister's age. It's Saturday, SummerSlam. Let's see. Desmond's like Grandpa. Lita's like 27 years ago. Vindicator says, weird how Miz reminds me of Bruce Lee in those pants and shoes, but he would disgrace all the martial arts dojos.
But he did look like Bruce Lee in those pants.
Yeah. Desmond says, Sheamus looks like a drunk. And Sophie says, it will be interesting when the regular TV season comes back in a few weeks. How will that affect AEW, WWE, and NXT ratings-wise?
I want to see how Raw does against Monday Night Football.
They usually don't do very good. Robbie says, I'm 36 too, and Alita says, I'm 49, and Desmond says, that's That was way better than what Sheamus will do. And Sophie says there would be the Young Bucks be right now. Where would the Young Bucks be right now if AEW wasn't a thing? Probably wherever they were at before.
Yeah, just New Japan. But I think they would have started their own company, or or at least be freestyling around to the indies, or they could be in NXT.
Right.
Although it looks like the NXT is going to go back to tapings. Like, no more live shows. That's the rumor. I like rumors. Start some rumors.
I always start rumors, but you don't like my rumors.
It is good to see Eva Marie back in WWE.
For what purpose, though?
To do exactly what she's doing right now.
Being weird and talking? She shouldn't talk. Vindicator says, I'm surprised Alita and Sophie enjoy a kiddie show like Raw. Desmond says, big games, then they are going to struggle. That stupid NXT was doing good. Desmond's like, no. And Alita's like, I'm a kid at heart, Finn.
She has to go kidnap Lily.
That's not very nice. Why doesn't she just kidnap her herself? Why is she looking at her fingernails so much?
So they took The Fiend, right?
Yep.
And turned it into this. And
Yep.
they cut him.
Yep.
And they kept this going.
Yep.
So now it's just an embarrassment.
Yeah. Majorly. Major. Sophie's like, it seems like they don't know what they want to do with this whole Eva Marie and Dewdrop storyline.
I feel like they're stuck, yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but it's about, like, Nikki ASH. Desmond says, delete that I don't because you always spoil and bring up stupid stuff. What?
Your rumors.
My rumors?
Yeah, quit making up rumors. John Cena's going to win on Saturday.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Rumor.
He's trying not to be rude or anything, but I feel offended.
It's very easy to be offended in today's world.
I know, and I feel like I should be. Walter's leaving us, though. Bye, Walter.
See you, Walt.
Bye, Walter. I don't even know what I said for him to say whatever he said. Sophie's like, it seems like they don't know what they want to do with this whole Eva Marie and Dewdrop story. I already read that. Robbie says, there are lies, not rumors. Vindicator's like, so when is Cough Drop finally going to drop the dead weight with pink watercolor wigs? I mean hair. I don't know.
Who knows?
Lita's like, I don't know why they wasted the ink. Desmond's like, do you need EMS? Your hat is all the way down. He wants to know if you're okay.
I'm fine. My eyes just hurt.
Sophie's like, NXT is going to tape after TakeOver, but they go back to being live after September 7th. Alita's like, bye, Walter. Pico's like, see you later, Walter. And let's see. Desmond's like, I apologize to you, but real, I don't like when people put fake rumors out there. It's pet peeves.
Fake rumors. Don't put fake rumors out there, Dlee.
Don't even fucking say anything about dumbass rumors.
We do it every time.
Yeah, I do. Just make up shit every single time. I don't have any way of backing it up, but, you know.
That's what a rumor is.
Right. I don't have anything to back it up, but it's totally going to be AJ Lee's going to come back and totally have a fight with Alexa Bliss. And she's going to have her own little doll, but it's going to be called Abigail.
Rumors.
There's your fucking rumor for you. There you go. It's a rumor.
So AJ signs
I don't have
with
any
WWE,
proof.
And Punk signs with AEW.
Totally. It's totally going to happen.
Has
It's going to
AJ had
fucking
any
happen.
Babies? Does CM Punk have a baby? Do they have a baby? Is there any babies?
And then she won't really be able to come back because she'll be having a baby.
heard Otis was pregnant.
With a ham.
From last Christmas.
Elena's like, that wink from Millie is just creepy. I almost had a nightmare that Alexa was in my room and said it, not the clown from the movie, will come you to Lulu. Then she started to massage my back. I'm sorry, Lulu. That's scary,
well,
Lulu.
I wouldn't mind if Bliss gave me a back massage in my dreams.
It would be Lily the doll, though. It really wouldn't be her.
Ew.
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. Don't lie, Robbie says.
I might wake up and run down the street screaming to the top of my lungs if I woke up and there was a doll massaging my back.
Robbie says, did the Gab used to put rumor videos out? What happened to them?
No.
We deleted all of them. You'll never find them. Sophie's like, they have been going back and forth if they want to break up Eva Marie and D-Drop for months now. And Desmond's like, that's BF, no proof, D, just making stuff up. Yeah, just making it all up. Just like WWE does with all their wrestling. They just make it all up. You're just watching one big rumor every night when you watch wrestling. So there you go. Ellie's like, CM Punk is concentrating on the heel show. Doesn't say AJ Lee is done from WWE. Who's she gonna face? You? No, she will come back and hang out with Alexa Bliss.
Bring relevance to the women's division.
Chris Akane's in the chat. Hey, Chris says, what if Elias is becoming New Fiend?
Look behind him. New Day. His eyes are getting moist.
Which is really funny because The Miz was there the whole time. Like, he was with him the whole time he went out for his matches. He was there. So, what is he talking about? They want you to buy their shirt. They have a New Day shirt they're selling in the background.
Very shameless.
Advertising promotions. Ew. Did he really just say that?
Listen, what's his idea? I think his idea is going to be one-on-one, those two.
Probably. No, goody gumdrops. Vinicare's like, so the rumor mill business is losing its profits of late. Sounds like a company shutdown is on the horizon. Yeah, right.
What company?
WWE, probably. Robbie's like, that's just strange. This is like, D needs to delete it. That's fake. Remind me of someone. Sophie says, imagine what SummerSlam would have been like if for a second year in a row they hold it in the Thunderdome. Desmond's like, that's what you do. Make stuff up. Yes, there's a lot of places out there that make stuff up, including the WWE. Vindicator says, but I would still go work in the steel mill instead of rumor mills anyway. Desmond says, that sounds stupid. WWE doesn't have a brain like that. WWE sucks. Lolita says, I can beat Eva with my pinky.
She just took her. She's got her. She wouldn't have done that if she was
Lily
there.
has a zipper up her back. It's creepy.
Well, how else are you going to get stuffing in and out of her?
You just stuff her in there.
She's giving her back. Now she's shaken and walked away. How terrifying is that? I wonder if the doll winked at her. Who would touch that thing? Who would touch that thing? Mason T-Bar.
Right. Let's see.
Oh, this is just Mace.
Sounds like, and people that put out fake rumors, I'm not putting out any names. Right.
I hear rumors all the time.
Yeah.
Ali.
It's all fake. I wish I could come up with rumors that sounded real. but I can't. I have to come up with rumors aren't real because it's hilarious. Get a freaking sense of humor. You might be able to buy it at the dollar store, but doubtful. Sophie says it took the WWE a while to decide if they wanted to go back on tour or not. Robbie says Dee has the cheek to complain about other people with rumors. Alita says, I know what I'm buying next month. A rumor?
The rumor mill.
Are you buying a rumor? Vindicator says, that is funny and clever. New Day running ads on live TV. Desmond says, here comes the second grade devil Alexa talking to herself, including Dee from Wrestling Gab. Oh, yeah? Including Dee from Wrestling Gab.
Who would touch that thing?
What?
The doll.
Lily?
The Lily.
I'm sure she's totally cool. Luna's like, get away from me, Alexa. And Desmond's like, I wish Alexa was released for some reason.
What?
And Ayla says, hi, guys. And Alita says, all cruddy. And here's Mace is more terrifying than Lily by 4. He needs a championship title run.
What? He hasn't done anything. It's completely irrelevant as of now. But yes, like a tag team championship run, yes. Maybe they can beat the Bros after a while. RK Bro after maybe WrestleMania time. Or Royal Rumble. When do you think they'll split those two up? Royal Rumble time?
Possibly.
They got to go into winter with a couple good teams, I guess.
Right.
There's my rumors. But those are predictions. Those aren't rumors.
Let's see. Sophie says, remember a couple years ago they kept changing both the SmackDown and Raw announced teams? Yes. Desmond says, yeah, it is fakes. I'm not. That's where I seen Dee the other day, the dollar store. Probably not, because you're in a completely different state. Ayla's like, hi, Alita. Desmond says, I went on vacation. Alita says, New Day t-shirt. Oh, Alita's going to buy a New Day t-shirt, not rumors. Got it. Desmond's like, you're right, Travis. I wouldn't might put a spell on you of touching that at all. Rob is like, Dee is the dollar store where you got your sense of humor from. No, I learned it from you guys.
The 5 and dime.
It's pretty sad and boring. Alita says, I watched SmackDown on Sunday. And Alita says, it was awesome. If you fast forward through some of it, yes.
Yeah, commercials.
Vindicator's like, in some parts of the U.S., sense of humor and common sense is too expensive for most people's wallets, and there is no stimulus being sent for it, so they are out of luck.
That's my life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have a sense of humor.
It was like, she got her sense of humor from the $2 bill. Oh, thanks. At least it's better than $1. So it was like, when you watch Raw or SmackDown on DVR, it is less than time than when you watch it on live TV. That is very truthful. Definitely not a rumor. Definitely not a rumor. Desmond's like, oh, throwing shots, Dee. See, I can throw some too, but I'll take a chill pill. Are you sure you want to take drugs? Dude, you probably don't need to. I think you got a drug issue at this point. Alita's like, rumors give me a headache just like drama. Yeah.
Lots of drama.
Robbie's like, Sophie, of course it will be. He was like, it's more rare and cool to collect. Is it? I don't think it's as rare and as cool. The $3 bill, though, on the other hand, is extreme.
Is there a $3 bill? You think you'd shut up? That is so annoying. And it's loud.
It's a loud whisper. Is it like my whispering? It's very loud. This is my whisper.
Look, it's Chucky.
It's a very, very loud whisper. Whisper, 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 whisper.
Did you know? WWE TikTok channel is
it's
over
dominates TikTok now.
Head of the UFC, MLS, PGA, NHL, NASCAR, and the NFL.
That's where you get your dance move.
I think that's where a lot of people get their dance moves.
Is that why everybody looks like morons nowadays?
I don't know. I haven't been to a club. I haven't actually seen people dance.
I haven't seen one dance on there where I'm like, yeah, that's totally cool. They should do that everywhere.
Bring back the Running Man. Kid and play shit right there. Alita would know what I'm talking about. House party.
Right. Sophie says, do you think if Rampage went head-to-head with SmackDown that I wouldn't have the ratings that it got last week?
I think its ratings would have been better because it would have been on earlier. I think the ratings are bad because of the time it comes on.
Yeah.
Not because of the people watching it.
As Robbie says, I could care less about rumors. It's like gossip, right? I mean, like, it's the same crap. Vindicator's like, I threw my cheap and unfiltered 2 cents in here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Nice.
That's how you get it done. Get it read out loud for the world to hear.
Doesn't
be a
like
part of history.
Something people say that is fake, just like a rumor that you talk about every day. Yourself?
Oh!
Alita's like the $1 million bill. Robbie's like DSMR channel coming soon. Probably not.
Did you see that thing I sent you with Vince McMahon?
Oh, yeah.
The $1 billion bill?
The $1 billion bill with his signature or something. Vindicator's like, fortunately, my account has survived and keeps getting replenished. That's good. Alita's like the chandelier. That's one that we could do.
The chandelier.
The chandelier dance. Desmond says, I'm about to go. I can't take Dee and her rumors. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Dee, you just made the list. Sweet.
You just made the list.
I'm so excited about that. Making lists. I'm glad I made it to somebody's list.
Oh, man.
Can you, like, crunch it up and eat it and then burn it inside yourself?
How do you burn it inside yourself?
I have no idea. Maybe you could drink gasoline and start yourself on fire.
I don't want to start myself on fire. That's mean.
I don't think it's mean.
I haven't.
Alexa Bliss did it. She set people on fire. That's not a rumor. I actually saw it happen.
Did she?
Yeah, remember? She set Randy Orton on fire.
Well, she did kind of blew a fireball in his face. Oh! Hey,
oh, look, we're going to see this same thing again. This is amazing.
Oh, messed up a little bit there. Gets thrown, lands on his feet. Like
oh, my swore. He's jumping around like a cat. Hi-ya!
Very
oh,
very
he didn't quite
botchy,
get him.
Very botchy, guys.
He's like, I got you.
Oh!
Oh, Lee. Giving an assist.
That's not a disqualification.
The ref didn't see it, so it doesn't count. See?
Wow.
He didn't see it. Oh, Lita's like, now I love the tea. Yeah, you like the gossip? Robbie's like the Running Man, such a cool dance move. That and the sprinkler, right? Because those are like your favorites.
Nobody likes the sprinkler.
Travis loves it.
I like the lawnmower.
It's his favorite.
Start
the sprinkler.
Start the lawnmower. Start the lawnmower.
As Robbie says, that Megan's getting tossed like a salad. Yeah, but he still won, which is really weird, right? And Desmond's like, your language. And Ayla's like, fuck language. And Sophie says, they say you could have DirecTV DVR on your tablet or whatever, but it doesn't work. I try to watch stuff on my tablet from the DVR at home, but it doesn't work.
I can do it.
Billy, mine seems to work, but we have Dish Network.
We do have Dish, so I don't have any idea how that.
But we did have DirecTV, and it worked on DirecTV before because we had it, and I would watch stuff off the DVR at work years ago. Desmond's like, do you want me to die? You age wrong. I am reporting you to the police. Aw, yeah, thank you. Alita's like, there's an up and down dance on TikTok. And Robbie says, sorry to her loyal subscribers. Vindicator's like, are supermarket shopping lists out of style in the 21st century? I don't know. Desmond's making lists all over the place.
Make a list!
See? Desmond just said, everyone, you just not made the list. See? It was like, light them on fire, all your subs. Justin's like, I can't deal with Dee for the next hour with her antics. I know, it's so bad. Ooh. Robbie's like, Ayla, right? Sophie's like, I guess they put Rampage on Friday nights at 10 because that is probably the only slot TNT has at that time.
Well, hopefully it gets decent ratings so they can move it to a different night. Like
Oh, hey, we get to see Randy Orton again. He was in here earlier.
Not in a match, though.
That was not a rumor. That's fact.
Stop saying the word rumor. You're cut off. The next hour, rumor cannot be said.
I am using that word from now on with everything that happens in WWE.
I've heard the word rumor like 15 times in the last 20 minutes.
The rumor is...
No!
That Randy Orton's getting in the ring right now. Look, it happened!
Not a rumor.
Totally a rumor. Oh, Lita's like, the hair? Whose hair? Whose hair are we talking about? Were we talking about Mansoor's hair? Ali's hair? Ali's hair, probably. It was like, by question mark? And here's like, not me, Desmond. I am always off the charts and ultimately off the grid. You don't really know if I exist or not. I was like, what the F is the sprinkler? Oh my God, totally. Oh, Lita's like, I love The Jerk. Right? Ayla's like, the movie The Jerk? And Alita says, no, the dance, Ayla. Not sure I know that one. I might have to look that one up. Sophie's like, it would be interesting when AEW TV shows moves to TBS in January, if that helps them ratings-wise.
Oh, that's a good question. I think TNT and TBS are in the same amount of houses. Right around 90 million houses.
Robbie is like, Ayla, what movie is that? It's a really stupid movie. It was like, oh, I love the movie. Ha ha ha. I don't need anything except this lamp. I need this. Are you talking about The Jerk? The movie The Jerk, Ayla? Alita says Thursday night is available. And Desmond's like, OMG, right. I am down. Get the hell out. You're down? You're down? You should probably go to bed because you need your rest for school because you're a child. It looks like the movie is a dry comedy like Airplane, but just watch it if you get a chance.
It sounds very familiar. I'm pretty sure I've
seen
The
Jerk,
it.
It has Steve.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I have seen it then.
Martin? Is that his last name?
What's the one I was thinking of? What's the one with the guys and they tease the other guy? And it's very mean.
They tease
the bully
him.
Or something. It's... Dinner with Schmucks, I think it's called.
That one has Michael Scott. Right. That's not his real name.
I don't know if I know that dude's real name.
Alita says Ollie. Yeah, his hair is actually very nice, yes. It's kind of like AJ Styles' hair. Like, his hair is that way, too. It's, like, all shiny and, like, silky smooth.
Get your boy Car Shield.
Robbie's like, no, your hair. Probably not. Desmond's like, I don't care. You have to fix your issues with Microsoft account problems. Your password changed. So. Zalita says, I call Ali the hair. And Desmond's like
a rabbit.
Do you just made the bad list? I don't care. Nice. Minicair said, Travis said Omaha will defeat the so-called Legend of Legend Killers. I have to indifferently agree.
It's a tough one because AJ already won, and very rarely do they do both tag team members win. But almost they've been pushing really hard. But Randy doesn't lose, so there's something else is going to happen. Or a quick roll-up. Right?
Yeah.
Or am I just talking to myself over here? What are you doing? You're like, I'm reading comments.
Not really. I'm going to stop reading comments. The chat has been deleted. Delete. Too funny. But Alita calls Ollie the hair.
The hair.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Randy Orton would lose. I mean, I would think he would find a way to win, wouldn't he? Like, no matter what.
Yeah, but almost hasn't lost yet. So if he loses now, then are they never going to push him as a singles wrestler?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Goldberg.
Desmond's like, I'm done with Dee and her antics. I'll see y'all next year. Oh my God, why don't you leave already then? Alita's like, it's the Running Man in reverse. Ayla's like, yep, my bad. The jerk is the Running Man in reverse.
Well, the Running Man's that. So the jerk, I guess I can see that. I think I know what you're talking about.
Like,
is that when you're kicking your feet out in front?
Yeah. Rob is like, nah, man, not heard of that dance. So nerdy. Desmond says, I'm done, and you want to talk about a child, you act like a 2-year-old. Aw, thank you so much. Ayla's like, hey, Desmond, shut up. And Robbie's like, Desmond with a clap back. And Alita's like, that movie was crazy. The Jerk?
Or The Dinner with Schmucks.
Or The Dinner with Schmucks, because we were talking about both of them, so. Ooh, tonight on Raw, they're going to have Goldberg and Bobby Lashley face to face. It's happening. Their faces are going to be face to face. Their noses are going to be touching. And they're going to be spitting on each other because they're going to be talking.
They probably won't get that close.
Oh, I think they will. Desmond's like, Laura, someone help Dee. I didn't know you graduated in 1960. Medicare says, having fun with my popcorn, watching Dee trolling Dee, i.e. chat stream, cage fight, Luth versus Desmond. Robbie's like, they probably use hair oil. Desmond's like, no, Dee, you changed. Sophie's like, there is a Fields of Dream TV series in the works for Peacock.
Really?
Ayla's like, Desmond, back off, but she's fine. We all love Misty. If you don't feel free to click off. And Desmond's like, Ayla, no one is talking to you. Ayla's like, no, I'm talking to you. Sophie's like, face off. Picole's like, Desmond, you got a bedtime, bud. There's no reason to be rude. Ayla's like, do I need chats to approve of how I talk to you? Robbie says, Dee, stop having beef with viewers. Robbie, stop causing issues, dude. I mean, seriously. Ugh. Jeez, you and your UK-ness.
There's a tissue.
Oh, tissues for your issues.
I have no idea what you guys are even talking
about. Alita says The Dinner with Schmucks. Yeah, that was interesting.
It was very mean. It was definitely a different type of movie.
That's true. It was kind of mean. Because they just brought all these, like, very awkward people as their dinner guests and just made fun of them.
The whole time. It reminds me of something I would have done in high school.
It's too funny. Doesn't like, because I want to leave until next year. I want you to start off the year fresh and change and stop talking smack.
Talking Smack, isn't that the SmackDown show that comes on Saturday mornings?
I think so.
Talking Smack. With a little toasty marshmallow.
Stop talking smack. Oh, yeah, that's never gonna happen. But here's that Goldberg from the 90s is now Goldberg from the 2020s. Bill is next to be disposed of until Royal Rumble mercenary contract.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to do with Goldberg moving forward.
Oh, Ayla's like, I'll handle your beef, Misty. Ooh, beef. Ravi's like, COVID has not gone away, Dee.
Did you say steak?
Did you say steak?
Beef. Look at the size difference.
Omaha. See, look at his face. So somebody hit him with a brick.
Yeah, look, yeah. Either that or he had a couple zits. Oh, he went right for the RKO.
He's like, oh, really? He's like, oh, I know how to take care of guys like you. He's like, I've dealt with you.
Zorro.
He's like,
with his facial hair.
I know, right? His like porn mustaches he has going on tonight, or he has since he's came back. Ravi, no, colds will always be around, so yeah, they aren't gonna go away.
It'll never be gone.
Ayla's like, I can cook. I'll take off my earrings and handle mine. Sophie's like, right now, AEW fans are cool with AEW, but how long will they turn their backs on it? Like how WCW fans turned it back on it.
Yeah, but WCW didn't just turn their back. It got written into the ground, and it took everything we had to stop watching, but it was getting so bad and so hard to watch. You got to remember, they wrote that just horrible storylines. Remember when Kevin Nash just laid there and let Hulk Hogan pin him? He just laid there. He just laid down. He was the champion. He laid down. Hogan pinned him, and now Hogan was champion.
It looks like Desmond eat poo. Robbie's like, little D, you joker. Desmond's like, no, I don't have a bedtime, you. Robbie's like, let's do, what does that, UK-ness, D, what does that mean? You know exactly what it means.
UK?
UK-ness. Your UK-ness. You know exactly what it means. Because, like, I think they may have a face-off like Sean Archer and Castor Troy. And Desmond's like, no, Travis, not you two. Always Travis with his rumors.
What?
You're fucking rumored. You're just rumors all
over
over the place.
Saying the word rumor again? Jesus Christ, you said it 4 times in 10 seconds.
Because it makes people uncomfortable.
I don't know how that makes me uncomfortable, other than I keep hearing it.
I'm not talking about you being uncomfortable.
Oh.
Vindicator's like, what kind of sauce do you put on your beef, Dalitha? Or Ayla? Why would we
Ketchup and hot sauce.
Why would you put sauce on your beef?
A lot of people do.
It's like, you're crying like a child with a bedtime. Maybe go to sleep, cranky baby. Alita's like, I can talk smack. Yay, Alita! Talk your smack. It was like, it's a secret. Yep, Travis too. Just like, Ayla, just mind your business. Rob is like, Alita, go on then, talk smack. Exactly. Alita, I need you to talk smack, sweetie. Sophie's like, Daniel Bryan was right. Wrestling fans are fickle.
Fickle.
Rumor. Just kidding.
Jesus Christ. Look at that, almost misses Randy Orton. He's ready to hit him with it.
Is he gonna get him this time?
No.
Oh, he didn't quite.
Almost pushes him outside.
That's all right.
Oh,
He needs to
fantastic.
remember he's like a tree. You have to hack at the bottom to, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
Oh, AJ Styles with a kick. The referee saw that. Ring the bell.
Ooh.
Randy Orton wins.
That's how he won. See, he wins.
That's silly.
That is a silly way
So
to
Randy
win.
did win because of AJ.
Because AJ interfered. He's running interference and not in a good way. Everybody lets their emotions get the better of them.
Here it is. They're setting it up, guys. Remember, this is the go-home show. So they're both going to beat up Randy. And
Riddle's going to somehow come through. He left, though. He had his bag. He was leaving the whole facility.
He'll find his way back.
Vindicator's like, damn, I loathe confidential, lol, even though I'm off the grid. Ayla's like, I'm none of my business when you talk crap about my family. That is my business, the boy. Ayla says, I got some anger. This is where I come to feel better. Fight me. I was like, I was referring to you saying Bob and Oldberg being face to face. I was taking the mic. Oh, Alita's like, oh,
Bob and
Ayla.
Goldberg are going to be
I was like,
nose.
do you explain UK-ness then? I don't have to. All you have to do, Ravi, is look in the mirror. That's UK-ness.
What is UK-ness?
Sophie says there is also a League of Their Own series coming, but I forgot which streaming service.
Hey, that one sounds pretty cool. I might actually watch that one.
A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be kind of fun to watch.
That would be pretty fun to watch. Crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball. Because, like, I watched that match not long ago. Kevin Nash is the biggest WCW troll.
Tough days there at the end there.
Vinegar's like, oh, little boy, I like it. I like watching Shy Ayla get her virtual hands dirty with the butthurt whippersnappers. Alita's like, hello, where is this watch-along going? I'd have no idea.
We're just watching.
Randy's getting his bumhole
just getting it handed to
kicked,
him.
though. Like, he's getting cooked, as we know from the UK-ness people.
It's going to take 30 referees to stop this guy.
Robbie's like, LLL fighting. And Desmond's like, I'm shocked, D, in hush mode. Now keep going. Rock to
Here he
sleep
comes!
material. What do you do? Everybody have a great night. Even D, I'll see you all Wednesday. I don't have a time for a roach. I'm sorry that you aren't allowed to do drugs. It was like, I'll see you Wednesday then, you little bish. Ayla's like, bitch, Desmond can't handle the heat. Vindicator's like, ring the bell, Ayla wins.
Riddle cleaning house.
Oh, Riddle came down and saved his bro. He's like, Amos, come on. Come at me. Come at me, man. Come at me. Come at me. Vindicator's like, ring the bell, Ayla wins. Alita's like, Randy being manhandled.
You know what's going to happen? No. You know, come on. Write the scripts better. What they needed to do right there is almost get in and go right after Riddle.
Yeah? Instead of worrying about AJ?
RKO, and then they cut to the next segment.
Why is he picking him up? Is he taking his bag of laundry with him?
He is.
That's crazy.
God, they could have wrote that up. So easy right there. To put Randy up.
That's funny. Let's see. Robbie's like, Ayla, who are you really gonna fight? Desmond's like, you too, Ayla. So it was like the finger poke of doom that people still talk about today. Even the WWE did their own version of it.
Right? He went. And,
oh my god.
And then Hogan pinned him.
Kind of like the whole Nigerian nail.
No, not even close.
Oh.
It was
just a poke.
that hard.
Oh, that's sad. Randy's like, I don't know where I am. Give me a mic. I need to talk.
Because he wants a tag team shot.
Does he?
The new tag team champion.
He wants to take him out. He's really mad. Ooh, you tell him.
He certainly said a
you
bitch.
have to earn the respect, bitch. Earn it. Ayla's like, I don't know, Robbie, don't ruin this for me. Feels like Desmond. Desmond's like, I'm not giving up, Ben. I don't have time for Ayla, D, and their stupid antics and junk. Vindicator's like, Omaha is very stiff in ring. Fans will grow bored of him quickly if changes are not made. Piccolo says, do you remember most of the Orton tag teams end up self-destructed? Why does that not be surprising?
I respect the shit out of you.
Oh, is he going to have a meltdown? My God, he might come in his pants. What are you smooth talking about? We could be the greatest tag team of all time.
Yeah. Take it on the road. RK Bro is back.
Now
they're touring again, guys.
Now Riddle
coming to a city near you.
Now Riddle should RKO him. Just be like tit for tat.
It wouldn't work.
Tit for tat.
Oh, they're hugging it out.
He's like, I get a hug. Oh, how exciting! Look at that. He's definitely coming in his pants later.
He's gonna RKO him right. SummerSlam.
Ooh, that's happening. They're like totally for it too. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. Bitch, we're gonna happen. What's gonna happen? As he's dancing around. It was that kid's 9th birthday. Happy birthday, kid out there in the WWE universe.
9th birthdays. Last time you'll be in single digits.
As he does this, he does Randy's such a weirdo. Alita's like, you take off earrings, I'll park my wheelchair, right? It was like, what stupid idiots? You came here knowing darn well what this chat was. And Robbie's like, I did look in the mirror and I look good. There you go. You're famous all over the place.
I look damn good.
So if it's like, remember when WCW was around, the WWE came up with the Attitude Era? I wonder what they will do against AEW.
Right. So they came up with the Attitude Era, but in reality it was more of the Sex Era. The Attitude Era is what they called it later. But you got to remember, it was sex first. They started having sex on their shows. And so people, even me, I'm guilty of it, would turn it to WWE to see when they were doing their sex matches. Because they had beautiful women at that time.
Right?
And then they tried to make their men competitors compete with WCW stuff, and that was the Attitude Era stuff. But in reality, nowadays you look at it because they've changed history, right? They got rid of the sex stuff. You don't get to see the sex stuff.
No, you don't.
In their highlights. So now it's just the Attitude Era was the best time. DX.
Yeah, but they don't show the.
But they're like,
other
where's the sex
why?
stuff? They literally had, like, Miss Jacqueline, she was naked. Like, bare boobies on USA Network. Like, her tits were out.
That's funny.
And other ladies. But they did not blur it. They didn't do anything like that. Look at that! Karrion Kross in the back attacks Jeff Hardy. TikTok.
Oh. Who just beat him up? I didn't see.
Karrion.
Oh, Karrion got him. Ravi says, NA Legend of Their Own is a terrible UK show. Oh, jeez. Lita's like, let me smoke you. And, let's see. Ravi's like, you're making Desmond stay. Ayla's like, that.
So now he's not even wearing the NXT Championship?
Desmond is like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh,
it's
is
like
he?
the most weirdest line for D in 2021.
No, he does have it on. Never mind.
Oh my god, you guys. Seriously, you're trying to tell me that Riddle doesn't have a hard-on for Randy Orton for like 2 months?
He doesn't have a hard-on.
He does have a hard-on for him. He loves him. He loves Randy Orton. He is obsessed with him. You cannot tell me that he didn't come a little bit in his pants when he got that hug from Randy Orton. He was so excited. Did you see his face? He was so excited. He was just like, oh my gosh. Randy Orton is hugging me.
Just because when a guy gets
excited,
excited,
he
it
jizzed.
doesn't mean that they
He came in his pants.
do that.
He did. Totally did. So it was like, this RK Bro reminds me of the Rock and Sock connection. Vindicator's like, too bad Legendary Orton is officially a jobber now. Not really, though, because
okay.
Randy Orton does stuff like this all the time.
He was the champion less than a year ago.
And he does these kind of... he does
Was
this
it
stuff
a
all
little
the
over
time.
A year ago. No, it was last year at this time. Heading into October and stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't that when he won it, in October?
I mean, it just, as Robbie said, that's grossy what you said about Riddle. It's not gross because you know it's true.
I think you just took it too far.
Guys in your manginas.
See?
Oh, it is like, LOL, I missed all of that. Grant T's like, Wrestling Gap, do you guys like Chris Benoit?
Do I like him as a wrestler? Absolutely. Do I like him as a human being? No, he's disgusting. But the Canadian Crippler was one of the best wrestlers for a decade.
Do we like him as a human being? Not really.
Not even a little bit.
Because he did bad things to
He
his
strangled a baby.
children. You know, if
Suffocated a
if
baby.
you want to get rid of yourself, that's fine. You know, man up, take care of it, get rid of yourself. But don't kill children. Come on. Like, no.
I know when you're going to do it, and then letting one of your kids stay at somebody else's house, meaning that you're okay that one of them lives through it, is even weirder. Right?
Yeah, it is weirder.
Like, oh, well, I want him to live because he's my favorite.
Right?
Or,
like, now that poor kid has, like, this complex the rest of his life because of it. Well, I let him live kind of attitude. Like, really weird. Like, weird. Very weird.
I feel the need.
Jordan Williams is in the chat. Hey, Jordan says hello, ladies
Thanks
and
for
gents.
hanging out with
Alita
us.
says, okay, my puppy has an issue. What kind of issue? Like, because she's still barking and crying? Or maybe she just wants attention? Does she go potties?
Pet her belly.
I was like, D, he defo shot his load. See? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. My God, you guys. Seriously, you guys make it out like it's something bad.
Are you saying that Randy could be pregnant?
There is a possibility at this point in time that Randy could be pregnant. Travis said it, not me. Like, you may have a thing for Randy. That's so funny. The biggest slip up of 2021.
It's Anchor Man,
Who
not
has
Anchor
a
Lady,
thing?
and that's a scientific fact.
But Vinegar's like, me and Travis don't need that visual of Riddle's excitement flowing through our brains. Oh. So he's like, WCW did spoil what happened on Raw, like Mick Foley winning the WWE Championship. That what turned the title in the Monday night was for the WWE.
Yeah, they would find out the results and then just post them when it would start, because it was recorded earlier.
Right.
Raw wasn't live.
Oh, okay.
So WCW would just say what happened.
That's nice.
Now you don't have to watch it. You can watch us. This is live. Let's go wrestle.
This is what happened.
And you're like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, guess I don't have to care about WWF anymore. And it was WWF at that time.
Robbie's like, Chris Benoit toothless. Ayla's like, look at him backing off. Respect other people and they'll respect you. Does says, bruh, I'm for real going, come on, not Travis. Robbie's like, D, I never said it was bad, just gross. Ayla's like, finally leave. Does like, D, can you talk properly? Only if you guys make your comments properly. Alita says it's her bedtime. Oh, yes. They get kind of cranky when they have to go to bed. Ayla's like, no, she can't. Desmond's like, you keep laughing every time you talk. Ayla says, okay, she can, but I doubt she will. Sophie says Randy Orton and John Cena have never wrestled one-on-one at Mania as well as Edge and Cena. Alita's like, she cursing me. Right?
You guys, this is the rubber match. This is the third match between these two.
But Jeff Hardy might not be able to perform correctly because he was attacked by Karrion Kross before he came out, and he's having some issues with his head right now. But it might be his makeup got in his eyes. That could be it, too. It's a very possibility. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kross wins this hands down pretty quick.
Yes.
Twist of... Oh, I thought he was going to go for a twist of faith right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
He did not, though. Picks him up.
And then we got a commercial about cheeseburgers from Sonic.
Step through. Double stomp right to the tests.
Robbie's like, Ayla, why not? Sophie says Chris Benoit wasn't okay after Eddie died.
Yeah, well, still don't want to kill your children. He's going to put him to sleep already.
Is it happening?
It's over.
Yeah, how's he going to get out of it?
He can't.
Oh.
Okay, he's going to tap any second. He's out. He's not even going to tap. He's just going to pass out. He's tapping. He's tapping. Well, that was the quickest match ever. Karrion didn't even break a sweat. Well...
All right. Ayla says, why would she want to talk to some creep privately Q? What? Desmond says, she mightn't just have a chat. She mightn't just have a chat. She is reading with random stuff. Yeah, if you guys could, like, make full sentences, I might talk properly. But you guys don't know how to.
Where's the doll?
She couldn't take it!
Return a doll?
Yeah. Like
She's
she talks like that in real life. Get over it. Desmond says, have a great night, Dee and Travis.
Is she going to smack her in the face? Yep, she did.
Oh, damn, bitch.
So
slapped
say goodnight,
her.
Goodnight.
Oh, she fucking slapped her again!
Two time! Now she knows what it feels like.
I think
that's how she felt.
Broke her nail.
That's how she felt when she didn't bring her back the doll.
Yeah, in a park. Creepy.
In a tree. That's weird. 24/7 championship being defended in a tree.
Right. Desmond says, have a great night, Dee and Travis. I have to go. I have practice in the morning and school.
All right. Have a good night. All right,
man. You have a good night. Wednesday. Do good in school. Don't want you dropping out or anything. Pay attention in school. And good luck in practice. Win. You
don't win in practice. You set the foundation. Now remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
As Travis just said something out of his butthole.
It doesn't matter if you practice over and over if you're practicing it wrong. Perfect practice makes very good players.
Yes. But you need to practice in the morning to win.
Right.
You need to practice to win.
Perfect.
And that's good. Robbie says, Ayla getting Aggie. Ayla's like, hope you fail. Oh, don't say that. Doesn't like practice in the afternoon. Ooh, after school. Roberto says, RK Bro is back. I remember the rated RKO, Orton, and Edge.
Sounds football-ish because it is the fall.
Mm.
Fall is football season. I'm trying to think maybe soccer or...
Doesn't soccer usually go earlier in the year?
This is as
lacrosse, maybe?
I don't know anything about lacrosse.
Never asked him what he does.
We didn't have
I can't remember.
lacrosse when I went
Baseball?
to school.
No, that's earlier.
Baseball spring.
Baseball spring. Yeah, definitely a football thing.
Football's first.
Lacrosse.
Oh, cross country.
Cross country. Oh, yeah, that's true. That could happen, too. Football. It's football. Awesome, man.
Good deal.
Well, good luck, dude.
What position do you play?
He wants to know. Travis is a football guy, which is good. That's awesome. Robbie says Ayla hers. Alita says, why this match? I don't know, Alita. Who knows, honey? Doesn't like that's rude, but okay. Robbie says, is Eva fighting next?
No.
No. We're going to watch a 24/7 tree match. Something that happened over the weekend. We're going to watch.
Hell in a tree.
Alita's like, he tapped. It says, I hope your pencil breaks and your ball deflates. Robbie's like, I wouldn't have that. She should have battered Eva.
Yeah, she can't do that yet.
Seriously, guys.
They're just not ready for that.
You're like, you sound stupid when you talk. You guys sound stupid when you chat. Tessa says, if you stop talking about people coming in their pants, maybe I'll type correctly.
Pants semen.
Okay.
Pants semen gets him upset.
I guess so. Well, you know, he's a boy, so I guess it makes sense. It would very much upset you. Those raging hormones that you get and
in there.
Those middle of the day hard-ons that you don't know why you get them for no reason.
Look at this. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
You hit the bottle this time. What? Vacation friends. Oh, God.
You hit the bottle this time. It's like, what the fuck?
What do you mean you hit the bottle this time? Oh, he's a wide receiver. Oh, awesome. Yeah. He can run. He can get the ball, and he can catch. That's awesome. Good deal. Sophie says, remember when Eric Bischoff called out Vince for a WCW pay-per-view and on WCW Nitro?
I do.
Alita says, good night, Desmond. And Vindicator says, oh, God, R-Truth and Reggie are basically Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote at this point.
Great comparison.
I was like, D, that inspiring, and you just shut Travis down. Because the way he said it, he like tripped over it. What? And then he said it again, and he said it better.
What?
Well, you're practicing, and when you practice, it makes
perfect. Practice makes perfect.
Sophie says, I wonder why Adam Cole hasn't re-signed with the WWE yet. I have no idea.
Waiting for the last minute, get more leverage. When he can go somewhere else, he's going to have a tremendous amount of leverage.
Reggie is defending. He's a defender. Da-da-da. Chris says, oh yeah, I felt those slaps. Slap me like that, Eva. Oh, geez, Chris. Sophie says, with football coming back, that means SmackDown will go to FS1.
Behind you.
He's a garbage can.
Garbage can's creeping up on him.
A bush is creeping up on him, too. So R-Truth is the bush and Tozawa is the garbage can.
But where's the referee?
Is he in the back right there? The guy throwing footballs? Or frisbees?
That's a long ways away.
The frisbee guy's like, was that a bush? Did it move? That's funny. Is it really taken off, though, dude? I mean, come on. Really? Such a weirdo. Vindicator says, watching Pandemic Olympics is more entertaining than 24/7 I-95 7-Eleven pawn shop gold and green belt matches. There he is.
There's a referee. I just want to talk to you, he says.
Oh, he tripped him. Oh!
That dude is nuts.
Too easy, he says. Too easy. Too easy. Oh my goodness. Piccolo says there normally isn't football on Fox unless it's college, but on Saturdays. True that. Sophie says, does anyone know how the ratings were for this year's Olympics? Were they better than last time or worse?
They were way worse. I think they were down around 40 to 50%.
They were way down. Like nobody wanted to watch it. It was sad. Piccolo says an NFL only plays TNF on the NFL Network, regular season games on Sunday, and MNF on ESPN.
Fact. I think they have a Thursday night game on the network and on Prime also.
Oh, yes, they do on Prime because they advertise it on there a lot sometimes. Alita says, Reggie, aw. And Ravi says, D, you should take advice from Travis now. And again, Travis knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
As Ravi makes a laughing face. Travis knows nothing. Sophie says, I thought I heard...
Are they going to show the women? If they show the women on here, it's happening.
So right now they're doing Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. What else? They're playing the girls' music.
That's Bianca. Or not Bianca. That's the woman that's hosting.
Oh.
I don't know what her
Bliss
name is.
versus Eva Marie is on there?
Bliss going to be on.
What? Nuh-uh. Damn. And the Usos versus the Mysterios, of course. We knew that one was happening.
Cardi B.
That's it. That's her name.
Holy crap.
Damian Priest versus Sheamus.
I already have that one on here.
Yes.
Because it's up, 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 because it's up.
There it is.
There it is. If they're showing it now, guys, it's happening.
Women's Championship.
And they're showing it right there.
Yep. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley are going to be face to face tonight and spitting in each other's faces.
I guess they could cancel it the second of it happening and be like, oh, well, we canceled it because we didn't know. Meaning that they wanted people to show up anyways.
Right.
And they used it as an advertisement ploy.
Oh, yeah, most likely, right, for their house show. And the fact of it is, right, they really don't want people to get injured. So I could see why they would kind of cancel the house shows. Because they don't want those two to get injured, right? So they're going to keep them kind of, like, off and not there. And then, you know, you'll be able to see them for SummerSlam instead. But Alita's like, Reggie, and Sophie says, I thought I heard that NFL football will be on another day this season.
They could change some things up.
I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to it myself.
Okay, so I don't know if it was this year or coming up next year, but their contract expires with DirecTV.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you know, the full Sunday ticket. And so now they can literally just start putting games wherever they want. And so there's a good possibility you're going to have games on Hulu, you're going to have games on Amazon Prime, hypothetically games on Netflix. Whoever just bids the highest can win just one game a week. So it's going to change the face of the NFL in a way.
True, yeah.
Because every game could be televised but on a different type of platform.
That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. They basically get as much money as they possibly can that way.
Huh.
They sell individual games. They could literally, honestly, either do it by team. Like Fox used to have all the NFC games. They never have AFC games.
Oh, okay.
And then NBC or ABC or whatever the other one, I think it was ABC, they had the AFC games. And then obviously if an AFC team was playing an NFC team and it was in the NFC team's home city, then that's an NFC game. And so forth. So if the Broncos were playing the Cowboys, it's still on Fox because it's an NFC game. Oh. But I don't know how they're going to do it moving forward. But that's what it sounds like they're planning on doing, is just selling individual games.
Wow, that's insane. Vindicator says, that's fitting. Tozawa WWE career has been one for the dumpsters, and lighting it on fire can only make it better. Probably. Alita says, I'm going to show you how Reggie looks like he can be my ex-relative. All right. Lieutenant Martha says, not even I can do that dive that Reggie just did. Piccolo says, so you can buy camo jungle costumes, but can't defeat Reggie. That's what they are telling you.
Nobody can beat him. He's unbeatable.
Sophie says, who knew this would be the SummerSlam card? Everybody knew it. Just kidding.
Eva Marie's going to be on SummerSlam.
Lieutenant Martha says, I spent years doing acrobatics in my 10 years, and as a cop for the past 16 years, I can't even do that. Ravi says, does Cardi B have many hits? Alita's like, yes. Vindicator's going to be back in 20. And Alita says, okay, Vin. And Piccolo says, to your stuff about the NFL, wow, a lot of sports bars paid big money for DirecTV NFL viewing.
Right, because then they get it all, like, from one source.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to have a bunch of different little things. But I don't know if it expired this year or if it's after 2021.
Right, like it's the next season.
Right, 2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
But I did read this.
Huh. That's kind of weird,
so
but not surprising that they're doing it. I mean, they did it with everything else. Why not that? Sophie says there is no Bianca Salsa match on the card. Yes, there was. It was there. They showed it there, hun. Sophie, it was there. They showed the women's championship. It was the one next to the last. It wasn't the last match they showed, but the second to last. So, it was like, we calm now? I think so. I think everybody took a big, deep breath and let it out. Roberto says, I wanted to say Becky Lynch is going to team up with Charlotte Flair, but I don't know. Probably not, Roberto.
Way.
I highly doubt that Charlotte would go back in the back and pick.
Can you imagine them doing that right
Becky
now?
For her.
People would be like, you got to be shitting me. There's Elias. There's his old smoldering guitar. That's a tombstone. If that was a real tombstone, he wouldn't be carrying it.
True. Those things are heavy. They're like granite.
Yeah.
Alita says, let's see who team will get the most views. Sophie says, didn't they do that for Bayley and Bianca before Bayley got injured? They might have. Piccolo said, there's always that too. Fucktard. There's always that one fucktard that needs the manager to switch, like a Packers game or a Steelers game in a restaurant in the South.
Right.
Those bastards.
Elias is dead, guys. Who's this new guy? Who's this fucking guy?
Elias died. He's not going to be Elias anymore. He was Elias from 17 to 2021, and he's done. Cut off.
Here she comes, the queen.
Ravi says, this is why I don't pay for WWE pay-per-view. Greg Clare says, I'm back, company. Welcome back, Greg. Says, yeah, why is it called off? Nothing is called off.
They just showed it.
They just showed it on the match card. The commentators talked about it. So the reasoning behind possibly why they took him out of house shows is so maybe they wouldn't get injured.
She's
maybe
bringing
so
in
they
the
wouldn't.
heavy artillery.
Happens. So Charlotte picked Nia for her.
Who else is she gonna pick? That's who I said earlier. It's just no other choice. There's nobody else.
But is she going to play along? Because they both don't play well with others, really. What? Raw's going to be in San Diego, California next Monday.
Fantastic.
Ew.
Well, they're going to be in Las Vegas over the
Like
weekend.
that cute little kid with his little earmuffs on.
Yeah.
Aww.
They keep bumping into each other.
Sophie says, I could see the NFL package go to Peacock and see how many football fans would subscribe to that. Mm-hmm.
That's not happening. NBC can't afford that by themselves. I don't think any one company can afford all NFL games besides a network, like Dish Network or Dish. or the other one, DirecTV, or some cable providers. But that wouldn't even go over well.
Yes.
It's billions of dollars.
Ayla's like, Three's Company too, when it's yours and yours and yours.
It's my ringtone.
Ayla's like, I was calm, just trying to be mean. Haha, it's kind of refreshing. Then he cares like, you wore him down, Ayla. You were the undefeated chat battle rap champion. Although Matthew could have probably given you a good run. Certainly more worth and memorable. LOL, okay, back in 18 minutes. It was like, come and knock on my door. I've been waiting for you. Dang it, Greg. No, I got that song stuck in my head.
Look at that. Rubbing that ass all over her face.
Oh, wow. That's a big booty on someone's face.
That's funny. Corey Grace. I'm liking everything about that.
Well, he got a really good picture of it, too. He's just right there. He probably like, that is amazing.
Shit. That clothesline might have just hurt Nikki.
Alita's like, I miss Matthew. It was like, Vindicator, I gotta do what I gotta do. And he was like, he's talking about Matthew, but it's not the Fiend Matthew. And it is like, oh. Because says, it's a good song, almost as good as Thank You for Being a Friend. Rob is like,
Golden
Aunt
Girls.
Gemini coming to Russell. Aunt Jemima? Oh, what?
No.
Sophie says sports ratings have been down because of COVID for whatever reason.
There's a lot more than that. There's a lot of personal things going on in sports.
Yeah.
And political things, and it's causing people to not watch.
That's very, very true. That's why I don't watch. It was like travel down the road and back again.
Your heart is through. You're a friend and a confidant.
Yay. Vindicator's like, word. Dang. Now back in 15 minutes, lol. I was like, that fart's gotta stink. Oh. Greg Claire's like, as long as we got each other. It was like, own the box set of Golden Girls and Roseanne. I just need Frasier and I'll be golden.
Yeah, you can't do much better than that. Maybe Cheers.
Cheers wasn't too bad. Frasier was pretty good. But if you got the box set, would it be on DVD or would it be Blu-ray?
Who cares? It's whoever the porn industry goes with.
Well, I'm pretty sure they still utilize DVDs because
Blu-rays?
they're everywhere.
Hey, look, it's Ricky Bobby. It's Dad.
Right. Ricky Booby. Ravi says, D, I don't recognize these songs. You and me both.
You don't? You never listened to the Golden Girls?
No, actually I never did. It must not have been on a channel I had. I was poor.
It was on TV.
Oh, wait, I still am poor. Doesn't matter if it was on TV. Doesn't mean it was on the TV channel I had.
Thank you for being a friend. You never watched the Golden Girls?
No.
Holy
I know of the Golden Girls. I may have seen an episode now and again in my adulthood, but I never watched it. I'm sure it's fantabulous. No joke. Sophie says, is the MLB TV network contract the same as the NFL thing? No.
I mean, possibly. I don't know how they're set up.
I don't think it is.
I mean, I know they have MLB TV, which is their own site. And that's the only way you can watch any game you want, unless you're in a blacked out area. But I think the Dish Network was the same with that. If you lived in Idaho, you couldn't watch Seahawks games or Denver Bronco games.
Yeah. Ayla's like, Ravi, they are theme songs from TV shows. And Ravi's like, Ayla, are they? Ayla's like, seeing how you don't know them, I think it's best if you leave. Beagle is like, also, everybody loves Raymond. That's a sweet series.
Never watched it.
Some of them are pretty funny.
I mean, I've seen parts of it, but I've never been interested enough to watch it.
Me neither.
The one I do want to watch is that Seinfeld.
Oh my god, yes. Seinfeld's hilarious. I love Seinfeld. I want to watch Seinfeld too. Because you can watch them and not really watch them in order and it's still okay. Like, you can watch them out of order, and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, there are some stories in it, but there's, like, significant things that happen, like,
all right,
sometimes.
Nikki Ash in there.
But
that's not her name. It's ASH, almost superhero.
Oh, Nikki ASH.
Is that a bulldog?
Robbie's like, I remember the Golden Girls. Robbie's like, Cheers was good. And Taxi. Sophie says, there is a reboot of Frasier coming to Paramount Plus.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Alita says, do they Ricky Bobby? Pico says, Robbie, do they have a show like America's Funniest Home Videos over there in England?
It's called Nut Punch. That's all that show ended up being anyways. Getting hit in the nuts. Charlotte just got kicked right in the face. Rhea almost had her there.
Almost. She's like, I need my partner. Oh, crap. I got caught again. Oh, whack her in the face.
Elbow.
Nikki ASH is nowhere to be found.
Neither is the big girl, Naya. She missed. Natural selection. Oh no, she fell. Her leg's not working.
Oh, bummer. Animosity's happening. Robbie's like,
look
Ayla,
who's in the
make
back.
me. Ha, 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 ha.
Shayna Baszler watching from behind.
Greg says, I'm moving up to the east side in a deluxe apartment in the sky.
There you go.
Sophie's like,
Moving on up.
I was like, I think it's a song. Sophie says how about Married with Children? Yeah. Greg says, I do live. I'm a high rise. It was like, Taxi was good. Seinfeld is the original. All the comedy from all the new sitcoms are basically rip-offs from that show. Robbie says, Piccola, yeah, we have a show like that, but called You've Been
Natural
Framed.
Selection. 1, 2, and 3. Charlotte
did it.
getting work done.
Did she get any help?
No. Maybe a little bit.
Oh.
It's because Naya. She smacked Nyla in the ass to tag in.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. Naya was going up on the top rope to come down on her.
Uh-huh.
And Charlotte smacked her ass.
Wow. She seems upset about that. That guy. The queen. She's gone to that corner every time.
Yeah, and he took some selfies with her earlier.
That's funny.
Is it me or she built like a 12-year-old boy?
It's totally you. She's not built like a 12-year-old boy, Travis. Stop spreading rumors. It's so rude. Seriously. We have to be totally serious on this channel. No jokes. Not allowed to laugh when you talk because it's rude. I'm going to start.
I do what I want.
I do what I want. Do what I want. I'm going to talk in a really stupid accent. Oh, wait. I guess I already do. Robbie says the big girl, Naya. Alita says the ASH. Sophie says, I don't know if both MLB and NFL contracts work the same way with TV rights. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, says Robbie, I can't make you leave, but you should be a little embarrassed. Lita says Taxi was my favorite.
Taxi is pretty good.
Robbie says, Ayla, should I be? Piccolo says, I know, right? Dogs run into your crotch or the kitchen fire starts. What we watch for laughs. Right?
Go.
Totally hilarious. Ayla's like, I got Jordan into Frasier. He loves it. Same with the Cosby Show. Obviously, Roseanne, he won't admit he likes it, but I know he does. Alita says, okay, meds working. Yay, Alita's meds are working. Ayla's like, yes, Ravi. Sophie says, I wasn't even born when Taxi was around. Greg says, do you guys see the Dynamite guy does an infomercial now?
The Dynamite guy?
Dynamite.
Oh. That's pretty funny. Dynamite.
Have not seen an infomercial with that guy. Personally. Anybody else in the chat? Have you guys seen it? So it says Frasier is on Amazon, Peacock, and something else. Piccola says, I may go watch some Cheers. Ayla says, I wasn't born when any of these came out. Haha, I even watched I Love Lucy and MASH.
MASH is no thank you, but they guys have some funny stuff. But even their theme song, it's called like "Suicide is the Easy Way Out" or something, or "Suicide is the Way to Go." Anyways, look up the theme song name of MASH. The MASH theme song's name, and you will see it's very sad.
God, do you speak English?
What?
You had to reword your sentence like 3 times.
People hear it.
Do you speak English? What?
Speak English on what, motherfucker?
Do you speak English?
Do you speak it?
Travis did not play along. Robbie's like, D on the Gab is what we watch for laughs. Yes, I am very funny looking. Sophie says, how many years does the WWE have left for their NBC contracts?
2. Wasn't it a 5-year? So 3 years left. I think they've done 2 out of the 3, or out of the 5. So 3 more.
Greg says it's a commercial, not really an infomercial, but it reminds me of an infomercial. Oh. I don't think I've seen that either.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Have you?
But I don't watch a lot of
But television. I don't know him.
The only television I watch is on this.
Robbie says, D, do you remember Bewitched? Okay, I've never seen it, but I've heard of the show and probably have maybe seen a couple episodes of the old school stuff.
Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. And I can't remember
as
which
Ayla
one's
said,
which.
and I Dream of Jeannie. What do you mean you can't remember which one is which?
That's just it.
What does that mean?
They were the same show, and I can't remember which one was which.
One had a witch and one had a genie. Not the same at all.
They were women that were mystical in power.
Yes.
One was funny and the other one was funnier, but I don't remember which one was which. I Dream of Jeannie had the prettier girl, I believe, but Samantha was very pretty from the Bewitched show.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure Jeannie was prettier.
Ayla's like, I'm just making a point. Doesn't matter how old you are to enjoy an original programming. Haha. Sophie says, do you remember in Living Color and Mad TV, they were Saturday Night Live copycats?
In Living Color was literally my show that I grew up on. Like, I would stay up all night to watch that on Sunday nights. It got Fox its start. Fox president came and talked to us in college, and all he had, the money that he had, the owner, I can't remember his name now, but anyways, he's super famous. He came and talked to our class in college, and his big thing was like, they had to buy television time to start Fox because they couldn't just start a channel. They didn't have anywhere near the money. So his thing was, and he had those 3 shows, and one was written by a Wayans brother, which was in Living Color, and then The Simpsons,
right,
and then Married with Children. That's all they had. They had nothing else. And so they just rented an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever it was from either ABC or CBS, and I think it was ABC. And they just rented that time from them. And that's how they got started. And those were their shows. And obviously people loved it. So it started just raking in the money. And then his big breakthrough was an NFL contract. The first time he could buy an NFL game. And the second he bought an NFL game, his revenue just went through the ceiling. And that's how he became a billionaire.
Right. Ayla, it's Saved by the Bell.
Yes. What's Saved by the Bell?
The show, she can't remember for the life of her. High
Zach.
School Kids, Screech or something.
Yeah, Screech. Screech died.
He's dead, yes. Alita says,
Dusty
yes,
Diamond.
it's a Medicare commercial. And Alita says, LOL, ready to sleep. Ayla says, the Monsters or Munsters?
The Munsters.
Greg says, thank you, Alita. I was going to say insurance something. Roberto says, have a good night. Have a great night, Roberto. Thanks for hanging with us, man. Picola says, yeah, and Living Color was iconic. Sophie says, I'm watching ER on Hulu. Greg says, wow, I feel old. The Dynamite guy is on Medicare shit. Sophie says, anybody heard of Soap, the TV show? Billy Crystal was part of it.
No.
No. Picola's like Saved by the Bell. And Ravi says, Hang Time. Alita says, I Dream of Jeannie came on before Bewitched. Layla's like, haha, yes. Vindicator says, you can do what you want to do in black and white. I mean, in living color. Great song.
Murder, She Wrote.
Columbo.
I'm thinking of all the ones.
Diagnosis Murder.
Watched. Yeah, what was the Dick Van Dyke one?
Diagnosis Murder.
Is that what that one was? What was
Where he was old.
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason was another one.
Those ones were like television shows, though. I don't know. Were those other ones like? I guess they were. They were in
They're TV shows.
Just those blocks.
Mm-hmm.
In Living Color wasn't weekly, though.
Right.
Well, I mean, it was weekly, but it was on Sundays.
Ah, but late, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I never had that channel, so I never watched it. Sophie says, Saved by the Bell was cool. Their spin-offs wasn't that great. Ayla says, I only watched a few episodes, but I didn't hate it. Robbie says Ren and Stimpy was a decent. Ayla's like Texas Rangers. Greg Claire says Matlock. Matlock, that was another one. That's...
Knight Rider is one I've been watching lately.
Robbie says them 3 shows were Dee's fave shows.
Knight Rider was my favorite, and I also liked Blue Thunder and Airwolf.
What shows, Robbie? Alita says yes.
There's the boy.
Greg's like MacGyver. My brother really liked MacGyver. Piccolo says, my mom watches a channel now with Monk and Diagnosis Murder, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What was the one with Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap. That one was good. I really like Quantum Leap. Vindicator says, I guess McBossman has real estate in Texas. They keep going back for shows. Seems like 10 times a year. Yeah. They just like Texas. It's close. Sophie says In Living Color dropped off after the Wayans family left it.
I didn't know they ever left. I thought that was his baby.
Ayla's like Murder, She Wrote. So he brought his kid again so that he can be disrespected. Again.
He's going to get beat in front of his kid. His dad knows who he is. He's got some pretty big arms, that kid. I wonder if he'll get as big as his Faja.
I don't know. Possibly. Robbie's like Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, and Diagnostic Murders. Diagnosis Murders. So, they were shows that my mom watched when I was a kid. And basically, parents at that time got to say what you did or didn't watch on TV.
There was only 3 channels, so you were...
And
screwed, so.
we only had, like, a couple channels, so, you know. We didn't get to pick and choose what we watched that night. Piccolo says, I watched all the TGIF shows, Full House, Family Matters, Just the 10 of Us, Mr. Belvedere.
Mm-hmm.
It was like General Hospital, shaking my head only because of Grandma.
That was on in the daytime, but yeah, that's different. The daytime soaps are different.
Bobby's like, no, Dee, they were shows you watched. Actually, they're not. I do like to watch Murder, She Wrote sometimes. When I can find the weird channels they're on. Robbie's like, Home Improvement. Now, that one was my dad.
I mean, you guys got some real shows. You got to go back in time.
Vindicator's like,
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, right? Vindicator says this Goldberg Kid angle reeks of the Lacey Evans and Kid gimmick during her feud with Sasha.
What's the one with the...
That's true, Vindicator. I agree.
With Michael Landon in it.
Little House on the Prairie?
Well, that one, but the other one. with his brother's big hoss. They have the ranch. It was the #1 TV show of all time. There was Gunsmoke and then that one. Prairie? No. I can't believe I can't think of that. Used to watch it all the time.
What was it again? Sorry.
If I knew the name of it, then we wouldn't.
Bonanza?
Bonanza.
Piccola said it. Sophie says Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was iconic. It gave Will Smith his first acting role.
Oh, I love Will Smith in that, too.
As Piccola says, I got you, Travis. Bonanza. Yes, you did. Good job. Ravi says Keenan and Kel was funny on channels that I didn't have, so.
Beavis and Butthead, if you want to get, into my older childhood. They weren't my childhood, but they were my older childhood.
Sophie says, I watched Boy Meets World, Sabrina, Family Matters, Step by Step, and Full House.
Never watched any of those.
Alita's like, Ponderosa.
The Ponderosa. That's what the word I was trying to think of.
Sophie says, all that was funny. It was a kid's version of Saturday Night Live. All that was funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have that channel, so I never got to watch any of that stuff. Oh, see, I told you they were going to be in the ring, nose to nose, spitting on each other.
That's a couple big dudes right there.
It's just crazy.
Swinging at him. Goldberg with the spear.
Wow, that's
how quick
crazy.
That match can turn. He winked. And his son popped over the barricade. All of his teammates must be in the front row because they all have the same jersey on.
Yep, there was a couple of them. I only saw one. So all of his buddies probably. What is he, like in football or something maybe?
Must be, yeah. Who are you texting?
I'll tell you in just a second. I was waiting for them to finish talking in the ring. Jade was in the chat, tell us some stuff that's going on with Luke. So I guess Luke and Jade gave me permission. I guess Luke started having seizures while they were out at dinner. And so they don't know what's going on, and he's in the hospital, and they're trying to figure out what's going on that would cause him to have seizure. So I hope that he is okay, and our thoughts and prayers with you guys, hoping that everything works out, because that's some scary stuff. So hopefully it was a one-time thing, and maybe something he ate that he didn't realize that maybe caused problems or something. So
that's tough.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having a human that you care about have those problems. We have a dog that has those problems, and it's scary enough with an animal. I seriously don't know. I couldn't even imagine with a person. Jade's like, I'm not sure who was more terrified, me or the restaurant workers. Probably a little bit of both, I would imagine. So, yeah, it's definitely not something you ever want to have to see your loved one go through or anything like that. But thanks, Jade, for letting us know what's going on. Keep me posted through Instagram to let us know how everything's going. We're actually going to sign off. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. P. Cole says, oh, geez, please don't lose Bobby. Vindicator's like, all right, guys, see you on Wednesday. Luna's like, good night. Everybody letting everybody know. Emerald Pepper says, LOL, the BS. A word will be censored on the YouTube version of Raw.
Oh, I'm sure.
Good to know. All right, everybody. Thank you again for hanging out with us tonight for Raw. We really appreciate it. Thoughts and prayers go out to Jade and Luke. Hopefully everything turns out good on their end. We will be back again on Wednesday, though, for AEW Dynamite, everybody. So, we'll throw out some more rumors then, right? Just kidding. All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.